Hi friends, it's me. I took a break for a couple of days, or one day. I don't know how that works. Breaks, I mean. I had to because I couldn't. I hurt my voice, I think, and you can actually hear it. Also, I tried to take the dog for a walk today. It's not my dog, but her name is Cosmo. She is a Catahoula. And she is a very intense dog. She's like sunshine incarnate. And so she's like really, really cute and sweet. But she's also just... Okay, so when other dogs show up, she will start just flinging herself around on the leash. Nobody but me knows that she is sunshine incarnate, and this is just like her way of saying, I love all life, and I want to be your friend. She likes everything except squirrels. She would probably kill a squirrel, or a rat, or something like that. But she's really nice to my bird, for example. Well, somebody came up behind me, and after she had proved reactive with another dog, I usually cross the street, right? I cross the street with this dog. You cannot trust this dog with other dogs, or even people, because she just would practically rip my arm off if she could, to go, like, meet someone, and to them, it's her behavior is indistinguishable from violence, you know what I mean? She's just way too excited. She's essentially still a puppy. I think she's just 2 years old. And she's a Catahoula, so apparently those are known for being headstrong anyway, and impossible to train almost. But I don't even know how to train her. I'm just walking her, right? And my way to solve the whole problem of her being reactive is just to cross the street. But this dumbass, either he was just trying to test me, or he was really dumb. But he came up behind me with his spaniel, and he just followed me real close. The dog, Cosmo, was just flinging herself in circles. And I had to take her out into the middle of the street and to get around this guy. And I was like, we're heading back. Because I had been hoping to go to the park, and I usually try to go kind of late-ish so that there's no kids and there are fewer dogs out and fewer people walking their dogs. But, you just can't get away from it all the time. And it was just so unpleasant that I cut the walk short, and oh my god, my heart's still kind of racing, because it's horrible. The thing is, the responsibility is on me as somebody who's gonna, since she's the dog in my power, you know what I mean? I don't know anything about anybody else's animals, and I shouldn't expect other people to have to, treat me all special, but I still can't believe that guy just came up on me like that after he'd seen her be reactive before. It's also possible, because I wasn't paying a lot of attention, that it was the same person whose dog that Cosmo was reacting to earlier, and he turned around and followed me, which would have made this action even more questionable, because I wasn't looking straight at the person when she reacted. So if that's the case, fuck that guy, because that was awful. I should have presumed he was stupid and was going to follow me closely, and should have crossed the street entirely with her when I had the chance, and it would have made both our lives much easier. Oh, anyway. Today we are going to go loot some Dwemer artifacts, and because I tried to grab some, try to get this Khajiit to give me his Dwemer artifacts in Hlaoed, and he refused. He was like, ha ha ha, no, I refuse. And I've never heard of Dwemer artifacts, and I wouldn't give them to you even if I knew. And I was like, okay, I know you're lying, but we'll just take the whole town of Hlaoed apart. So I did. I took Hlaoed apart. And you know what? Didn't find a single goddamn thing. So, I do know, however, and I don't, this is like, I've been granted, like, knowledge from my past life every now and then I was thinking, you know what, I think I have been able to just loot before. And, you know, I just had an idea. I can go ahead and further the Nerevarine quest, get the puzzle box, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And that way I only make 1 visit and not 2. The Caius Cosatus quest is one, because I think I've told you before, I've played this game before, but I played it so long ago. And what I would do is I would just never complete the Nerevarine quest, and I literally didn't know that was the point. I did think it was weird everyone had an opinion on the Nerevarine. But I was like, boy, that's really weird. Wait, where is Caius? Is he behind me or... He's around here, right? Yeah. My boy. The lad with the big cake.
Something you need?
No. Well, it could be Caius Cosatus' house, not your house. Hey. Yeah. Orders. Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Hasfat Antabolus at the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Nerevarine secret cult and the 6th House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first, probably an ugly favor, but do it. Then get the information from Antabolus and report back to me. By the way, Hasfat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education. And I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it. Oh girl, that hurts me. You know what really hurts? Is knowing that this is true, and also knowing that you're at the mercy of fucking idiots for the most part. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. I don't know. Okay, Hasfat Antabolus, he's drill master of the Balmora Fighters Guild. He's lived in Morrowind all his life, knows the natives, and talks a lot with backcountry mercenaries. He thinks of himself as a scholar, and he's particularly interested in Dwemer ruins and artifacts. Some Dunmer believe that an orphan and outcast, a youth born on a certain day to uncertain parents, will one day unite all the tribes of the Dunmer, drive out the invaders of Morrowind, and re-establish the ancient laws and customs of the Dark Elven nations. They call this orphan and outcast the Nerevarine, and say the Nerevarine will be a reincarnation of the long-dead Dunmer general and first counselor, Lord Indral Nerevar. Oh, does that mean that their surnames come first? I just suddenly had that realization. Oh, wow, I'm so slow. Morrowind history. Jeanette Sitt's little book is a good place to start. I have a copy here. Take it. You might also look for On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Aramanwe of Sunhold. Okay. How much have I talked to this guy already? Okie dokie, okie dokie. Oh, he knows so much. 6th House. A trusted informant says they're a secret cult associated with some strange events recently, and more important, my informant thinks these recent disturbances are related in some way to the Nerevarine prophecies. Nerevarine prophecies. The illiterate Ashlanders pass down their customs and history in the form of poetic verses. Among the things they preserve in verse are the dreams and prophetic visions of their wise women, in particular the verses that foretell the coming of the Nerevarine. But I don't know much about it. That's why I'm sending you to find out. Okay, honey bunny. Soul sickness, that's the temple name for being crazy. Thanks. Oh, I know how I'm altering some of my fanfiction. The Dunmer are humorless bastards. They don't like strange behavior. It makes them nervous. Eccentric isn't charming to them. It's dangerous. The natives are very tight-cheeked, and you will be too if you want to avoid unwanted attention. Okie dokie. Sounds good. The Tribunal Temple is the native religion. They worship 3 god kings, Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek, who are known altogether as the Tribunal. We usually just call it the Temple. They're narrow-minded and superstitious, but I find a lot to admire, particularly their concern for the poor. They accept Outlanders as members, but few Outlanders join except for the services. Talk to Feldrello Sadri at the Balmora Temple if you're thinking about joining. Okay. Yeah, we know about all that. I think this has happened. Okay. Okay, yeah, they're the newcomer. Sure. Okay. Some of this I know. Oh, I'm kind of sleepy. I don't think I'll do this too long. I thought I'd try later in the evening because I've been able to do mostly afternoon stuff, but I want to talk to people, and it seems like it's more active at night. We'll see. Ooh, oh yeah, they're in House Hlalu. They compete directly with the Thieves Guild. The Kamanatong will beat their shit. Okay. Okay, the Thieves Guild is relatively decent and honorable, certainly less brutal. They don't accept Outlanders as members. Forget about it. I don't care, and I don't want to. Oh my goodness. We're spies. We're the Emperor's hidden eyes and ears in the provinces. We watch the Emperor's enemies. We look for opportunities. We make reports. Oh, damn. It was all sounding so fun until then. And when the Emperor commands, we obey. Oh, that too. Fuck that. Just do whatever I want. But we're only one of many guilds and factions in Morrowind. You should know a little about Morrowind politics before you get involved with any of these other groups. I love this game. I love that it's like, get good. Groups favoring Imperial interests are the Blades, the Imperial Cult, the Imperial Legion, the Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, and the Thieves Guild. Groups favoring native Dunmer interests are House Redoran, House Hlalu, and House Telvanni, the Temple, the Morag Tong, the Kamanatong, and the Ashlanders. I think House Redoran... What the? I didn't mean to click that, but okay. I think that I've clicked that before. Oh... Cool, okay, I'll just read it. The Imperial Cult worships the Nine Divines, the Aedra Akatosh, Debella, Arcade, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kynareth, and Julianos, and Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the Empire. In Morrowind, it's partly maintaining the faith for Outlanders like us, and partly a missionary cult, bringing enlightenment to the heathen Dunmer. You can see Salmutus Vunis at Fort Moonmoth to join, but you have to go to Ebonheart if you want to become a lay servant. I don't, but you know, I'll take the benefits. Oh, that's good. Boonefits is a good word. House Redoran is one of the 3 great Dunmer great houses on Vardenfell, a very serious and honorable bunch. It's difficult for an Outlander to join and rise in their ranks, but the great houses are where the power lies in Morrowind. Talk to Redoran counselors if you want to become a Redoran retainer. House Hlalu. They're loyal supporters of the Empire, open-minded in religious and cultural matters, and greedy and ambitious in the best Imperial tradition. It's difficult to rise in their ranks as an Outlander, but the great houses hold the power. Okay, now he's just repeating himself. House Telvanni. This is the funny one. House Telvanni, I mean, it isn't if you're on the outside and they want to shoot you, but House Telvanni is one of the 3 Dunmer great houses on Vardenfell. Their nobles are 1,000-year-old wizards. Jesus. It suddenly occurs to me, like, people are here alive on Morrowind who remember what happened to Nerevar, to Indral Nerevar, right? Like, that would be within living memory? How far back did he die? I don't know. This is 3E427. Right? So, boy, that's something to look up. I guess that's something I'll find out as I go through this story. Telvanni are supposed to hate politics, foreigners, and just about everything else, but the Vardenfell Telvanni are apparently more ambitious and adventurous than most. I don't know much about them, but they do hire Western mercenaries, and some even rise to higher ranks. Talk to Telvanni counselors if you want to become a Telvanni retainer. I don't know how I would. I always ignored the houses when I would go through playing, and I did find out where the Morag Tong was and joined them and got in a lot of trouble. That was very fun. There's a guy you can poison in Belmore, as it turns out. And then I stole his house. Which is how you should play, I think. You know, I'll read more later. But, a lay servant? No. Don't want to do anything for no gods. Your gods can fucking support themselves. Fuck those guys. I'm just kidding. Okay, fine. Lay servants serve the Imperial cult by doing various tasks. Not a lot of excitement, but safe, honorable, and rewarding. First you have to join the Imperial cult, then go to the Imperial chapels in Ebonheart to get work. See Sinolian Tunifus. Oh, what a funny... Yeah, I remember his name, because he's full of tuna. To become a lay healer. See Iolus Truptor. What an unfortunate name. To become an almoner, a fundraiser. CK to become a shrine sergeant. They do the most dangerous jobs. Well, heck yeah. You mean like having to kill cliff racers? What? How do you know when you've been given a task too tough for you? You have to decide. If it seems too tough, it probably is. Guild stewards and faction leaders don't really know how much you can handle, and some don't care. You have to look out for yourself. But as long as you haven't been given a deadline for completion, it's usually smart to wait and tackle those tough jobs after you're stronger and better equipped. That is wisdom. The Morag Tong is a guild of executioners and assassins, completely legal and guided by a strict code of conduct. It's an ancient Dunmer society steeped in tradition, but I know and respect a few Westerners who belong to the Morag Tong. They are nothing like the Dark Brotherhood. I have no idea how to join them. I do. I've done it before. Morrowind history, Nerevarine, orders, rules. Oh, okay. Follow orders. My orders. Okay. Don't steal from the blades. Don't attack anyone from the blades. Simple rules. Follow them or you'll be expelled. And once you're expelled, you're out forever. Oh boy, that's not good. That's how you complete the dealing jig. Okay. You know what? That's enough. I'm glad you like me, Mr. Stacked Man. Can I touch? Okay, never mind. Whee! Alright, we're going this way. We're gonna go see, the Dwemmers. Oh wait, no, we're gonna go talk to Hasfat. When I wrote the story that I'm trying to write for now, I, kinda may have, like, written it all from memory, like, half-digested memory, and it both benefits from this and is fucking awful, so I'm about to find out how Hasfat actually talks, instead of making him kind of an asshole, which I did. Oh, it's my room. Yay. See, there's eggs. Just in case. I've got my eggs. Long time habit going back there. Hasfat,
I
piece of
stand
shit.
in good company.
Good day, mud on her face. So you're with Caius, eh? Eh? And Caius wants information? Of course, there's a this for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkanthond. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back the Dwemer puzzle box, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Okay, the old Dwemer ruins at Arkanthond are... I'm trying to think how you would write this. Say this. Arkanthond? Or Arkanthond are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town past the Siltstrider port, then cross bridges past east over the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Molag Mar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dwemer Bridge over Foyada Mamaya. Foyada Mamaya. The entrance to Arkanthond is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors. You know me, I love... The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal with a circular design and symbols on one side and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want, that little cube. Boy, that seems Normal. Favor? This might be kind of annoying, I guess, to some people. Oh, I hate you. Yeah, no wonder I hate you. Nerevarine? Oh. It's 6th house? Oh. Rules? Oh. Honor? Oh. Well, I got the valor part down. Keep a keen and watchful mind and never succumb to the craven tricks of the weak. Uh-oh. It is traitorous to fight with or thieve from other members of the guild. Catch me first. If you break these rules, you must speak with at least a warder of the guild to redeem your standing. Yes, sir. But again, you have to catch me. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Welcome.
Okay, we're going. Oh yeah, and I have to look at my other... What do I need from the Dwemer? I do have a few, like, quality of life mods here, and this is one of them, and I don't know how I would live without them. Thieves Guild, come on, where are you? Dwemer Tube, Dwemer Goblet, Dwemer Bowl. Dwemer, Dwemer, Dwemer. Wait, do I have every... Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, it's fine. I hope I remember how to get here. Oh, man. So, if I told you anything, it's about my crazy dog walking experience, which I don't really... I'm still just, like, kind of horrified. I want to do my best by other people, so whenever... Oh man, that... it just didn't go well. It just didn't go well. The dog is a Catahoula. She's very excitable. She practically pirouetted out of... I was just like holding on for dear life. I'm pretty strong, but I mean, it wasn't fun. I got an extra workout, I would say. And I'm not 100% sure that the person who was getting too close to us wasn't doing it on purpose. And I don't see how you couldn't have done that unless you were just... You know, I guess really autistic. I just missed a lot of cues or testing me. It could have been many things. Don't you dare whistle at me. I will come over there and eat you. Wait. Where's Arkenthond? How did he say to get there? Jesus. Called Arkenthond. South... out of town, past the Siltstrider port. Cross bridges east over Odai River. Wait a minute, I think I've already fucked this up. Wait, south out of town, past the Siltstrider port. Which is, shit. Okay, south out of town, past the Siltstrider port. How did I fucking do this before? Pretty sure this was the way. God bless. Molag Mar, something like that. Shit. Don't tell anybody I'm really, really bad at following directions in video games. Cross the bridges east over the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Okay. Wait, where did I... sign? Caldera. Yeah! I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Someone set me on fire. Caldera? Oh no. My poor little throat already still sounds like shit. Oh no. Okay, toward Molag Mar, right? Well, Molag... Yeah! I can read! I can read. 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 Books are... Here's the Dwemer Bridge! I wrote about the... Where are the crates? There are the crates. Oh, there's a lad. Guys, his twin? I don't think he's gonna... Whoa! He's not gonna like me very much. Girl, we are not playing that game. No, sir. Whomst is thou? Woohoo! Die. Wow, what is happening to me? He's dead now, so it's a good day. Let's go ahead and, that worked out for me, honestly. I didn't expect that. We're gonna go ahead and get that shit out of the way. This is Snowy Granius? Oh, good. Do you guys want to see the magnificent cliff racer? Here it is. 2 frames per second. He's so beautiful. Fucking die. Bye. I remember this being like a Nord. I guess he is. Maybe I killed him so fast that he's like Caius's evil twin. I tried not to download anything excessive, but ooh, I like that. I like that too. Hey, give me your money. It's fine. Putting your gold in here anyway. Oh, they put this here because they're getting guars and they're just like pulling all the shit out. Oh, that's neat. Okay, I could have. What? Oh, it's myself. This just must be old. Oh yeah, it's just supposed to be weathered. It looks like shit though. Like it's honeycombed. That's neat. Oh, that's a horrible sound. This is so cool. Oh, get in or be square. Huh? Oh. Oh, it hurts. Oh. So this is Dwemer? Looks like it's saying the same thing over and over. That's pretty cool. This is my first Dwemer land. I just love the age. I like the age of this place, the way it's suggested. What's up, little guys? There's some little guys down here. Hello, little guys. What's up? You know what? I think this is a good time for F5. There's also a little guy down there. You know what? I got some good shit. Should I? No. I'm sure there's gonna be a point when I really want to be invisible, but... Oh, you know what else? Night Eye would be nice. I can't see shit. It hurts. Thank you, Christ! Treat? Treat! I get to get drunk! Hey, give me your money. I think about the Dwemer just putting all their history on the walls and nobody can read that shit. Or gives a shit. They're like, how much can I sell it for? Strafe? No! I want Night Eye all the time. That was really sad. Do I have anything that gives me Night Eye? I think I do. Alright. I like being able to see. It's nice. It's definitely a bonus. Oh, that didn't work very well at all. Hello, where you want to be friends? Do you want to be friends, or are you going to kill me? And just out of curiosity, I... Oh, shit! Fucking die! Oh. Crisco dead. Crisco dead. Yep. Coming. Yeah, I promised my buddy Dan that I wouldn't pick up random bullshit and just carry it around all the time. I'll come back to that door at some point. you know, good news, there's no more looters. They're all dead. No, my juicy eyesight. Oh, give me some more of that. I can use the other stuff, but right now this is fun. I can see shit. Emerald. And that. Yay, I'm rich. Fuck yeah. What was it all that they needed over at the thing? Dwemer tube, Dwemer goblet, Dwemer bowl. I don't have a bowl or a tube, so just gotta keep looking. God, it hurts. What's up? No, don't look at me. Get fucked. Thanks for the pocket change. I'm not a scoundrel. You're the one looting priceless treasures and taking them from their rightful place to lose all context. Ooh, I love that, like, hum, that electric fluorescent hum. It feels so out of place here. It's very cool. Is there a guy? I saw that. Oh, how are you doing? You want to be friends?
Run while you still can, child.
I'm a child? How'd that feel? You have a key? You have a cool shit that I can sell? You know, I think if there's anything we could learn from this, it's that being a grave robber doesn't pay, because you're still dressed up like... What? Oh. So just half of it was trapped? What kind of bullshit was that? Okay. Why did I shorten this? I think I did this as a joke. There. That's a real joke. Okay, where's my history? Where's my history? Health, speed, willpower, fire potion, night eye. Yeah, I guess I could use one of these. Alright, let's use this. Wait, no, I'm pretty sure that the quality restore health is going to be heavier than anything else I've got. I hear little walkers. I hear a little walker. Oh, okay. What's going on, little frenzos? Oh, you can't get me twice. Yay! I need to get some training in that anyway. Okay. Weapon? You know... Double spear. Oh girl, we're not doing that.
You won't escape me that easily.
Will I? Oh, good knowing ya. Oh girl. Can't dress worth a shit. Have any friends? No? You know what? How annoying is this? What? Why do I have... Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot how my own thing works. What am I doing? I think I was thinking about Night Eye, but you know what? I don't care. Let's go look. Dwemer mug. Journeyman's lockpick, you know. I'm gonna cover myself with... Good. Goblet! Bowl! How much can I carry with me? I've become the looter. Damn. If it gets that bad, I'll just drop things off. I think the tubes are supposed to be extremely... Jesus! Okay, so I've got a mug. I've got a goblet. I've got a bowl. I just need a tube. And then Sugar Lips won't know the difference. Okay. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. That's what I'm talking about. Wait. Wait. But I'm pretty sure that all that stuff that I needed, like the bots, it's down on the ground floor of the first place I entered. But, you know, I just did this instead because it just seemed neat. Some guys are here, some guys are there. I think I'll find guys everywhere. Oh! Wow. All I can think of is Dwarf Fortress now. Because wow would really suck. Maybe this was just a closet and this just got moved here. What do you want to bet? It's not actually like where this guy would sleep. Oh, I better make sure I don't get stuck in one of these places. That happens to me sometimes. Dan tried to get me to play this game in VR, and I think I might die if that happened. I would get sick immediately. I'm very touched that he thinks it's something I would do. Hi, you wanna hang out? You wanna be friends? You don't, do you? Look, I've played enough games with you. What's up? What's up, Hasfat? Hasfat boy. I don't know what to call him, like... It's Hasfat's twin? Imagine being able to do the coolest shit ever with these alloys and just everybody dies. So it's pointless. Actually, it's not. I mean, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not going to say anything anymore. Yep, I'm just going to stop talking. Where is the tube? Tube? Ooh, this looks good. Looks like hell. I'm coming to hell. Oh, you want to hang out? Everybody wants to hang out with me, but then they just die. They're also all poor and they can't dress. Like, look at me. Do you see this? Do you see how beautiful I am coiffed? I am wearing a bug on my head. Do you see any of these people wearing bugs? No. You know why? Because I have no fucking taste. Okay, here's a time when you need some night-eye. Night-eye, thank you. I would like to see shit now. Dwemer mug, rusted Dwemer cabinet. Thank you, I will take coin. This is my good luck coin. Hopefully it was not someone else's good luck coin. I'm just gonna take coins now. I just want one tube, please. Why am I taking coins? Is there like a Dwemer... like vending machine? Ooh, what do you think was down here? Do you think they had like... they could focus flame out of here? But it's really hot. Did I already loot this? I have terrible memory. I can't take my special medication that makes my brain work late at night, so this might be really weird, and this might be weird to listen to too. I don't know yet. Oh my god! No, no, no. You know what? There's some stuff I'm not gonna do. don't need everything in the world. I just need... Girl? What is this? They thought I would be less capable of this, which just makes me happy. Either that or it's just really shitty. Oh. 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 Hey! Hey! It's 18 pounds. I want it. Come with me. Oh, God. I'm gonna give that to Wayne. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Put on weapon, 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 weapon. Girl, don't do that. Okay, you know what? I think that I made a decision not to go through the doors that are locked yet. This might be... I've never done it. I think that there are things back there. Mechanical things. I think I could kill them pretty easily. I think. But I'm not here for what's behind that door. At least not yet. Oh, dear Jesus. Oh, this looks tasty. Mm-hmm. Guess who has the jumping power of, like, a baby? And that's me. Me. I have the jumping power of a baby. I'm not Mario, not a bit, and I'll fall into the lava now. Oh, no, shit. I will not do that. Oh, shit. I wonder how in pain this will be. Oh, dare I? Wait! Who has a rising potion? Oh, I'm just leaving. Goodbye. Goodbye, bitches. Goodbye. Is there anywhere else I can go up here? I don't think I care. Can I get back, though? That's the real question. Eee. I'm stuck. Help. Oh, help. Oh, yay. Will I? First you have to get click close to me. It's Joel! It's Joel from Vine Sauce! Oh, he's dead. I'm sorry, Joel. I'm sorry, Joel. But in my own defense, you attacked me, and I was very sad that you attacked me. I thought we were friends. Well, I mean, you know, we could have been friends, Joel. Couldn't have shot me. Take me up. Oh, cool! Oh, cool! It's like an old... What is this? Must be for, Steam? Like I read in that book. Shit, I have to get back. Yay. Oh, this is gonna hurt you guys. Oh, no. Okay, let's see if I have anything else levitation. Oh god. You know, this might actually help me. Oh no. Water walking? No. Standard restore strength? Oh no. Standard restore? No. No. We're about to take a whole lot of fire shield, see if that saves me from lava. I don't know that it will. I think I have levitate in my list of spells, but I don't know if I can actually cast it. So, I've just discovered a flaw in my system. Oh, levitate! Oh, thank you, Christ. For 19 seconds? Oh, you know what? That's enough. It's fine! I know what I'm doing. Yay! I got over here. Should I go try? No! I'm stuck! God damn it. Oh lordy, oh lordy, oh lordy. Okay, bye. This was a bad idea. Okay. I'm out of here. Okay, I haven't found what I needed yet. And I don't think it's going to be in this locked room. I think it's going to be down here in that room that I left initially. I described this all wrong in my story and kind of makes me feel a little bit embarrassed. Okay. Cells of Hollow Hand. That's normal sounding and correct. Did I come the right way, or... What? Okay. Did I go this way? Oh, it's just shitty. It's just a corner. Nothing. Okay. Weeping Bell Hall, I've been. I don't know. Well, let's find out. Cells of Hollow Hand it is. Are these the names they know to be the name? I haven't been here. Oh lord, okay. Yeah, you know, I know how this goes. No, Mr. Picard! Oh, I just killed... Oh, I feel like I just killed a baby. Common shirt, but very... You know, yeah, this really is a story of failure. Coin. I'll take the Dwemer armor. And I'll stab you too. Thank you. I will not, however, take your random ass middle. Look at all the cool shit in here. Lots of gems. This is not as dangerous as I thought it would be. I was really scared of this at first. Clearly, I got leveled up enough. How am I? 9 out of 10? We're getting there! I think I may have to level up some more, though. Yes! Get myself drunk. Get Mud's drunk. I don't have to worry about the repercussions of her bad decisions. Oh, fuck, I twitched. I hate that. You just twitch. Okay. That's mine too. I'll just take the useful stuff. What's in here? Is it friend? Oh. It's a cog, everybody. Lemon tube. Book! A Dance and Fire Chapter 4? Neat. Oh god, I'm gonna have to read this. But I think I'll just take it and I'll add it to my stack of books at home. Oh, this poor bard was in here just reading that shit. And he got 1 point of acrobatics and then died. This is how my life would actually go down in Morrowind. It reminds me of that Onion article that was like, area man who lives totally unremarkable life believes he would be a wand maker in Harry Potter. Let's see, where is this? Okay, I need to go back toward this Cells of the Hollow Hand? Oh no, now I'm lost. This is not good. I had too much faith in my ability to... Okay, so I saw her coming up, and I chased her. Where was the door? This was the door. Wait a minute, but that's the one with the... This is why I don't get rid of bodies. The bodies are hints as to where I have come from. Well, that's not an area to come from. Oh no! I have to yell at Dan. Dan, come save me! I got stuck. I don't know where I am anymore. This lady... Yeah! I guess, yeah! I think it's Weeping Bell Hall. See, there's that asshole. Heaven's Gallery? Been here. Okay, maybe I came in deeper than I thought and I just got turned around. Oh no, because hell, I remember I was thinking, haha, it's hell. Shit. I mean, can I go back up again? I don't remember. Shit, I do need help now, because I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. No, yes, yes, yes! Oh, no, no, no. And this is another good thing to do. Leave a locked door so that you know where you haven't been. I'll come down to the room of hell eventually, but not now. I think I've been above as well. Oh, I fucked up. Hall of Centrifuge might be the place to go. If I actually manage to find my way out of here, I will be very pleased. Oh, yep, I remember this place. This is all accidental, but I will get out. Whoa! Whoa, there are guys! Okay. Oh, that's pathetic. You guys should feel ashamed. But you're dead, so... Thank you. Wow. I came out the way I should, though. This is where I wanted to come out. Where did I come out from? Oh. Oh? Yeah, this is where I remembered. You come down from on high. And, well, maybe I don't remember this? I do remember coming in under here. That's Weeping Bell Hall. I don't know what that means. Are these the names the Dwemer chose, or are these the names that people who discovered this have chosen? Like, that's just maybe a useless thing to suggest, but... leave their bodies here. It's fine. Yeah. Could be friends in here. Oh, I can't see shit. Do I have anything for my eyeballs? Okay, can't see very much, but I don't think it's that bad. I may have been here? Have I? I have! I can't see shit. I hate it. Night Eye, where are you? Oh, thank you, Christ. It's normal. Oh. Yep, been here. What did I do before? Did I just miss these guys? They must have blown this open. This is where I came from originally, right? Oh, Mom. I can't see shit. Yep. Okay. Well, I'm wrong. That's a good feeling. Now, which door did I come out of? Okay. They were right in front of me, so this door probably. See? I'll just use your bodies as my landmarks. Okay. This door's shut. Oh, it's because it's a whole different place. Oh, it's the gallery! Yeah, I remember being able to come up here before. As I remember, that thing was like on a shelf. It was on the shelf. And it was... it was like in a cavern. And I want to say it was on like the bottom floor. It has been a minute since I've done this quest. By minute, I mean like 20 years. Let's go ahead and do some stuff, just because I can. Okay, so here's one. There are 3 doors in a row. Okay. Maybe it is through the locked door. I don't remember shit. Oh no. No, I don't want to go down the locked door. There are things in there. Oh, here we go. Okay, why am I doing this? I don't see no box. Hello, do you guys know where box is? None of them wanted to talk to me anyway, so that's okay. Owie, owie, owie. I want eternal night vision on myself. This is so annoying. Cells of the Night Hand. Well, I've searched pretty much everything and pretty much decided not to loot just anything. Oh yeah, this is where the bard died. Poor little guy. He thought this was gonna be the easy part. Oh, I'll just be in the smallest room at the bottom of the thing. There won't be any danger down here. We've got it all cleaned up, alright? And he was stupid enough to believe them. Bye. They point the way with their bodies. Heaven's Gallery, no. Rocks that look like potatoes, no. Now I can't find hell again. They never get you prepared for that. Okay, yeah, there's the bedroom. I don't think that's right. It is not right. No! Now I can't find my way back! Ugh. This is riveting. For me, personally. I mean, without thinking that I am showing this to other people. Look at me, I'm a Morrowind master, I know everything. I never claimed that, so it's okay. I think that's where I came from originally, so we're gonna turn back around. Okay, Heaven's Gallery, this is the way. Okay. Yes, bye. Yep, here's hell. Hey, jerks. Alright, it's time. I wonder if I can do it. I am kind of baby. No, I'm baby. I cannot believe that worked. Okay! I will not be a baby forever. And another thing I'm gonna do? Good sounds. Those are good sounds. Speed air? What is this? Die. What is that sound? I hate this sound. What is it? It hears me. Fuck, it hears me. Where is it? No, that's fine. You can just keep that. What? Who attacked? I can hear him. Is he on the fucking ceiling? Is that possible? I don't even know. I think he's in the room. Wait, no. Oh, a little guy! Oh no! Get out of here. Ghost? Oh, I don't like this. Hello? Oh, Jesus. That's not too bad. Fucking stop. Who is dinky donking after me? I don't like it. Who be dinking and dunking? No, we aren't going without that. No, no. Why do you go away? I saw a ghost man out down here. Ghost man. Oh, ghost man. Hello, are you a nice guy? No? Well, first of all, stop. Okay. Thanks. What did you do to me? Oh? Nothing. Good. Alright, that's my kind of problem. Give me your fucking shit. Give me your jewels. I can't believe I'm doing this okay. You know what? This is fine. Alright, get in here. I don't need that much stuff, and I don't need heavy stuff. And if somebody else wants that and can use that, you know, that's fine. I don't need coins either. Why am I doing this? You know what I can do? 34 little coins. Don't need 34 little coins. I mean, I don't need 34 little coins. I just don't. Let's see. Night eye, please. I can't see anything. And just in the hopes that my... Oh, my baby. Oh, my baby girl. It's getting... The charge is getting slurped down. Hey, Ghost. Ghost, fuck you! Go back to Oblivion or wherever the fuck you came from. Do they have a concept of hell like we have? What is this? Drain attribute? Oh, good thing I don't give a shit and I'm not smart. Ouchie! Oh, man. Stop it. Stop it. Wow. That's kind of sad, actually. Here they are, these characters that have... They could possibly tell me all kinds of things about the world of the past, but instead we're just fighting. Hey, you wanna come over here? Fucking stop. Mind your own business. Technically he is minding his own business, but you know, I'm just not going to let that stop me. I'm in his house, screwing around with his stuff, but now I'm making it his problem. By the way, my stuff isn't here. Oh boy, this sounds like a great place. Oh. Do you hear it cackling? Because I can. Deep ore passage? Oh boy. You can look through here! Oh, okay. I didn't say you should stop. Alright, now who's in here? Who's in here? What are you doing? Hello, little guy. Guess what? We're gonna fight. And I'm sorry about this from ahead of time. Really. It's really not your fault. I'm not really here to loot. Well, I mean, I am. Come on, come on, come on, little guy. Oh, man. Where's your friend? I hear another cackler. And your friend has nothing in his dome. Come here. Really? I don't think I've ever come in here. All I want is your jewels. I really don't want your shit. Oh, it's the big mama. Spells. Where is my magic? Do I have anything for opening a door? No? Okay. Well, guess what? We're going to try. I don't know that this is gonna work. Fuck. Why do I try to do things like this? That's the only question that I ask myself. Okay. What if I get very drunk? No, I don't think that'll help, actually. Restore Magicka. Do I have any other Restore Magiccas? Oh, okay. Let's drink the heavy ones first. I mean, I could come back someday when I'm a little better. This is why I should have taught myself more security skills. Come on. Come on. I'm sorry, I'm a baby, and this is my attempts. Rip. Open, please. Open, please. What if I ask you very nicely? What if I... no? Okay. I don't have to do this to myself. I don't have to do this to anybody. Why didn't I bring some Ondusi's Unhinging? No shit. Okay, come on, do it. I've been able to open them before. You know? Because I was very... Alrighty. Sadness. I'm practicing. That's what this is. This isn't just me being completely incapable, but... God damn it. Ugh. Okay, fine. Fine! I leave. I leave. I cease. I cry. Just give me the freaking puzzle box, please. Ooh. Mine. So does this imply that the scrap metal was once a functioning artifact but is no longer, or is this just where they stored all their scrap metal? They delved too deep. I can't see shit. I am ready to go to a wiki. I really am. I don't know where this is. Don't tell me it's in the deep passage. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, get fucking dead. Get fucking slain. I'm not hanging out with you. What a weird noise I just heard. It sounded like someone sighing and screaming at the same time. What? I thought I heard a swoosh sound. Okay, I need eyeballs, please. Please give me eyeballs. I would like to see. Night eye, please. What do you mean? Oh, no, this happened to me. I did this to myself. Start health. Needed more magicka. I decided I wasn't going to waste all of my quality restore magicka on that. That was my plot. Yay, I can see things. Could have sworn that the thing I sought was on a shelf. On a shelf. That's cool as shit. Oh, hi, Ghost. I love your shirt. You love it. Please die again. Oh no, he's a jelly now. Could you say he's jelly? Come here, asshole. It's a little guy. Come on, little guy. Come on, die. Get out of here. That's right. You die. But I take your jelly. Now I can see. I really like seeing. And I'm ready in case that I need to bring out the Spear of Death for anyone else. You want to come out here, baby? I'm not going to waste Spear of Death on you. Oh, owie! God damn, what is that? Do you think he's shooting me with hot steam, or is it just spit? Or I don't remember this at all. Oh, there's gonna be slaughterfish in here. I can just tell. Do you think the water here would be just really hot? I think you would really regret getting into this. What do you want to bet it would be A, really freaking hot, and B, probably filled with hydrochloric acid or something? What is normally around a volcano? I remember reading about a natural hot spring where only extremophiles can live. There's a famous photo of a flamingo corpse in it, and it kind of implies that the flamingos died there, but the flamingos are some of the only extremophiles that can live there. I think this is a levitate moment. How much levitation juice do I even have? Mom, let me out. Let me out! That looks like an extra level to me. And it looks like a good, safe one-way trip, unlike some of my other exploits. Okay, water walking, where's my levitation? Levitate. Yeah, I did it! Oh, well this is... Oh, this is a little bit of a letdown. You saying I shouldn't have come here? Well, first of all, how dare you? No. Please. Alright, thank you, friend. That looks normal. Very normal. All good. Just out of curiosity, what is Hoptoad like? Oh, jump! Yeah. What about detect? Oh, detect key isn't gonna work. I used to have this ability to just detect enchantments. I miss it a lot. I should get that next. If I can. No, I can't see shit. Okay. I guess I'll jump down again and leave. Okay, didn't find anything else. Alright. I'm a little sad. Ouchie. Alright. Is there anything else back here that I should know about? There is just nothing. I don't even think I should be here. Yeah, I don't see anything. Here's some random textures if I'm into that. How disappointed that I am. I don't remember. I guess I don't remember shit. And there's no slaughterfish. That's really the only thing I care about. Oh. You know what? Because I can. I am pretty sure I found that stuff up top anyway. And as I recall, these guys were a little over my head. Okay. This is Fatigue, shield, no. No. I want the one that does health. No? Okay, fine. Bye. Where's my health? Where to put it? It's too bad everything just looks the same. Oh, okay. How about we take that? Every now and then you find stuff on the ground, but this does not seem to be the... Who do I hear clicking and clacking? Are you up here? Girl, you're up here. Girl. Okay, let's see if I can jump up there. Let's do hop toad. Chance 0. Oh no. What else do I have? No. Well, can he get down here? Can he get down here, game? I don't think he can. Oh, he can. I'm about to murder him in an embarrassing way. Right through the cloaca. Yeah, that's how I feel too, game music. Will you please? Will you die? Please die? This is very sad. What's up, spider? Do you have better things to do? Did you get fucked up too? We are together now! Oh, it hurt. Owie! Okay, fine. Jeez. Why don't they put any, like, jelly inside of them? That would be very nice. For me. Or maybe the puzzle box, they could put that in there. Oh, girl. Yeah? Okay. I'll take that. Don't know if I care about the rest of it, but thanks. I want a puzzle box mostly. They won't give it to me because I'm a baby. I can't remember shit, and I don't know where I am. I'm in a hole. Hello everyone, this is my hole. It was made for me. Man, that would be a heck of a way to die. Get caught up in one of those spinning wheels, no one would ever find you. You would just be sprayed all over the wall. No OSHA compliance back in the day. Nope. Okay, that was the deep ore passage. All said, I have no idea where I am, and I need to find out where I am so that I can find out where this freaking thingamajig is. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Because I remember it was with the goddamn smugglers. There is a smuggler there. It's on a shelf. It was in a well-lit area with torches? This is all incorrect. This is incorrect. This way. Let's head out. Like, I'm heading out. Oh, what am I doing? First things first, let's Devil Spear. Because I don't know where this is, and if that guy is still around. They're screaming in the other room as a toy is destroyed. Okay, I'm gonna go down this far hall. This is where I murdered this woman. Let me out. Okay, the cells of the Hollow Hand. This is the way out. I'm confused. No, wrong item. Oh well. I'm super powerful now. Night Eye. Oh, no. Magica, please? Where did I put it? Magica, please. Don't tell me that I didn't bring it. Oh, there we go. Thank you. I'm gonna waste all of it at this rate. Okay. No. So really all I'm looking for are shelves. Oh, man. Okay, here's the room. Okay, what do I remember? It was down here in my memory. It might also be up there, I suppose. I remember that there was a pallet and that someone was clearly sleeping there. So Weeping Bell Hall might be the answer. I'm not having any luck. I think it might be time to try and... That's gotta be it. Okay. I think I could do this. You know what? I think I have something that can make me feel real good about this whole thing. The slow fall stuff. Or it'll really hurt. It can be one of these. Was it a drink or was it something that I learned? Because if it's something I learned, I may not be able to even make it work. I forget even what feather lets me do. Okay, alright. Slow fall? Any slow fall? Anything? Oh no. You wanna try? You wanna try slow falling? Oh, I like that 0 chance. You know what? Bonsai! Oh fucking hell, bye. Oh god! It was fine. Let me up! Why are you... Stop! I may have the jump of a small, stupid baby, but I can't help that, really. Where's my Night Eye? Thank you. Let's look around. A coin is here, therefore I have not been here. Okay, paper. Take. That's my paper now, for some reason. Come in! If that, maybe that's a dog. Oh, the dog wants to come in. She cannot be trusted, naturally. Maybe it's in here. What? Will you leave me alone? I just want to do shit. I want to rob you, Mr. Man. I am pretty sure this is the guy I faced. I'm pretty sure this is him. Why do I think I remember him? Because of all that, maybe. Oh, thank you, Christ. Now I can go back and open up that one chest that I left. This guy has the right idea. Sell some of that. You know, you can just wait here, dead. No one will care. You didn't have to attack me. This didn't have to end in violence. This is it, this is it, this is it! I'm sure of it! It's it! It's it! Yay! 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 I found it! I found it! Yay! Yay! What's in here? Yay! Yay! Ow! I can't jump for the shit! Yay! Ow! Yay! Why can't I jump? Jump! Jump! I hate you. And when I leave, I'll go sell some stuff. You know, I don't feel like looting. You know what I'm gonna do? All I need is a bowl and a goblet. And I should just take 2, put that in there. Was a mug also what they said? And 1 tube? Oh, I can't look at it because I'm stupid. Hey, journal, what did they say? I found it on the 29th of last seed, day 14. Wow, I've had a busy life. Oh no, yeah, I have bad news for you, girly. Thieves Guild. Dweemer tube, Dweemer goblet, Dweemer bowl. Okay, no pictures. Dweemer goblet, Dweemer bowl, and a tube. I have all I need for that as well. I should probably find out how to actually... Boss Creto. Oh, he's the boss. Alright. I am not going back to that chest. I don't even know where it is. Oh, it's above me, isn't it? Oh, balls. I do remember this. I remember this. Owie. Owie, owie, owie. I'm gonna go back and give Mud on her face a well-earned rest in like a proper inn, and I'm gonna give her a big drink of Masti. Gotta reward that alcoholism. She's not an alcoholic, but you know. She also hasn't exactly had lots of access to alcohol in her life, so. And lots of torches. Wow, that's something I missed. I'm leaving. Oh, I'll go to Blightstorm. I'm in the tree. I hear a sad rat. Is that like... Yeah, I was about to say bamboo. That would make sense here. West Gash region. You can't see the regions because I put a chicken on top of it. So that actually might be bad to do over time. Just saying. For myself, for records. But I can look at a map if I need to make sure, so I should probably just calm down. Alright. Bolagmar! We're not going there. Yay! Trees! I'm going the wrong way! I want to go to Balmora. Wait, no, Balmora might be this way. I'm pretty close, but I'm heading kind of away from it. Let's go this way. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's just a root. I went through several questions in my head. Oh, look at all the stoneflowers. She's eating stoneflowers. I think it's a Betty Netch. It wasn't. Tell me what it is. What? 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 No, it's you. My enemy. Come here. Come here, asshole. I was just hanging out, getting stoneflowers, when all of a sudden, this asshole, who couldn't just leave me alone. You know what? When he pokes me, he'll be within poking distance, so... Okay. Give me your shit. Oh, I hear him. He must be close. Okay. Are you close? Okay, bye. You wanna come to me? Anytime soon? I'm leaving. Bye. You wanna follow or get closer? Oh, yeah. Look, you have the power of flight here. You're kind of in control of this conversation. I don't remember the way to go. I think this is right. Oh, we got close! You! Come down here. I eat your body. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I see why people like to improve the graphics. I'm getting a water. Ah, delicious water. Alright. I'm out. This was a very successful day, unlike some of my other days in which I do nothing and get stuck and run in circles. And you know what? I can't say that I've gotten that turned around. Most of the time when I try to beat this game properly, and I can't believe that this is about time number 4 before I usually end up hitting a game-ending bug or a game-ending life event. It's always one of the two. There is never balance in my life. My life is like a joke. My life is extremely difficult for no good reason. And at this point, that's just the way it goes. Like, you can't even be mad. You're just like, oh, you mean everything went totally wrong again? Oh, okay. And you just accept it. Let's see. It's going to be at the Corner Club, South World, well, Corner Club, and someday I will be able to speak L's, specifically. There it is. Hey, Habisi, 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 what's up? Yeah, you want some? Yeah, here they are. Nice. Good. Thanks, Habasi. Can I barter with you yet? Okay. Training. Okay. Advancement? Okay. Jobs. Raylan Lalo died recently but left a bottle of vintage brandy. The vintage brandy is in Lalo Manor. Bring this brandy to Habasi. Well, that is a tongue twister. Okay, so that's my next one. And let's teach me about sneaking. Thank you. You're a very nice lady. Training. How am I on gold? Okay, security. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Welcome, friend.
Ooh, that's a voice. We'll do it one more time, just for fun. Okay, let's go drop off some stuff. That's right, where else am I going? Oh yeah, to Hasfat. Hasfat will travel. And then I'll read some books, and I guess I'll call it a night. Where is my buddy? Oh, he's not my buddy. He kind of sucks, actually.
How fare, friend?
Well, but I've been better. As you can tell, I'm covered in blood.
Dirt everywhere. Dirt.
Well, sweep? It's your... Never mind, I'm leaving. Actually, where's that guy? It seems like a very strange thing to get angry about if you're not going to do anything about it. Yeah, here it is. Perfect! just what I was looking for. Just let me take this Dwemer puzzle box, and then I'll tell you what Caius will want to know about the 6th house, and about the Nerevarine. By the way, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested, after you've delivered your report to Caius, come back, and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arkanthan. Oh, you mean the one that I opened? Okay. Okay. 6th house. House Dagoth is the 6th house. The lost 6th house. In the first age. Okay, so a bit ago. How long was the second age from here? Anyway. In the first age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any questions you have, but I'll also give you some notes to give to Caius and recommend some 6th house references he should read. Here's a list of cheap books. All of them will tell you something about the 6th house and how it ended. The War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar, Moon and Star, and The Real Nerevar. Try the bookseller Dory Sidrarvel over in the commercial district. She'll have at least some of these titles. Blah, blah, blah. House Dagoth. House Dagoth was the 6th of the 7 Dunmer great houses. Nothing remains of the 6th house. Its members were all slain or adopted into other great houses following their treason in the War of the First Council. Their clanstead was called Kogarun. Okay. Dagoth-ur. Dagoth-ur was the leader of the extinct 6th house, House Dagoth, the traitor house destroyed in the War of the First Council. Dagoth-ur is the evil, immortal enemy of the Tribunal Temple cult. The temple blames Dagoth-ur and his hosts for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagoth-ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin and legions of monsters. What I really like about Morrowind is that it's like finding out Satan is real and everyone just knows it and they're just like chilling. The disappearance of the dwarves predates Imperial written records. Dunmer oral accounts record that the Dwemer were utterly destroyed by the gods for profane practices and impiety. Dwarven ruins are scattered across Tamriel, and weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found, but the circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the dwarves remains one of Tamriel's greatest mysteries. Ooh. The Dwemer are the fabled lost dwarven race, whose ruins and splendid artifacts are scattered across Tamriel. Elves use the term Dwemer, connoting variously deep-delving, profound, and close-counseled. Imperial usage is Dwarven, derived in fable from the affectionate regard of the giant races for their little Dwemer friends. There are several Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, and many have found Dwemer artifacts. One of the things I want to figure out, because I don't get it, so were the Dwemer related to the Chimer in any way? You would think, because they have that suffix, that they are, but, they're elves too, right? Or they were? I don't know. This is one thing I can't wait to find out, actually. Dwemer artifacts. Weapons, armor, housewares, coins, and other items of Dwemer design are often found in Dwemer ruins. They are prized by historians and antiquarians and very valuable. The Emperor, however, has declared all newly discovered Dwemer artifacts to be possessions of the crown and forbids their trade or sale. Now struggling Dwemer artifacts is treason, but smugglers will still risk execution for such a profitable crime. You got it. Dwemer puzzle box. The inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dwemer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested, after you've delivered your report to Caius, come back, and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to Arkanthan. Okay, Dwemer sites. There are many Dwemer sites on Vardenfell, but the two largest are Mzleft and Nedjeleft. I can't say that. Mzleft is in the Sheogorad region, is cursed and dangerous, and access is forbidden. No shit. Nedjeleft is occupied by an expedition of the Imperial Archaeologist Commission. It is not open to visitors. Stop me. The Nerevarine. The Ashlanders believe in reborn Nerevar will reunite the Dunmer against the Outlander invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. Nerevar is a legendary hero and saint of the temple, but the temple denies the prophecy and persecutes heretics who believe in the Nerevarine. Tell Caius that Sharngram Musgob would be a better person to ask about the native faiths and superstitions. She is in the Mages Guild, right? Rules. Okay, no, we already talked about it. 6th house. Gave you the notes, dumbass. 6th house references. Okay, got them. The War of the First Council. Let's go buy some
I would
books.
consider it a
Lady, get out of
privilege.
here. Was I talking to you, lady? Get out of here. Come on now. And then just for no reason, really. Okay, here's my ash salts. Put them in here. Good ash salts. Diamonds. Also good. Put them in here. The dwarf jelly. I got dwarf jelly. It seems a little bit fucked up, really. Hey, does that count as, like, cannibalism? Oh, okay. You know what? That does not need to be in here. It's gonna get really heavy really fast. Guide to Vivek. We'll worry about that later. Yeah. Let's put some Propel in here. Some of this is very special. I'm gonna use it, actually. I don't know, what will I do with all these coins? Why did I bring all these coins back with me? I told myself I was not going to keep everything. But I guess, you know what? This is my cup. Neat. It was an accident. I didn't mean to bring it, but I did. Okay. Neat. Them some heavy coins. Good. Okay. I think I'll go get those things and read up on them. The following are notes prepared by Hasfat and Tabalus for Caius Cosades. The 6th house. House Dagoth is an extinct great house. In the wake of the ancient Battle of Red Mountain, its leadership was revealed to have plotted treason and was discredited. Many of House Dagoth died defending the house, though survivors who were faithful to the Great Council were redistributed among the other houses. The temple says the ancient legendary evil beings that dwell beneath Red Mountain in the Dagoth region are the original leaders of this extinct house, sustained by some powerful evil sorceries. Other references. These books include references to the 6th house and its destruction. The bookseller Dorisa Darvel over in the commercial district might have copies. The War of the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar Moon and Star, the real Nerevar. Let's go find some books, actually. I'm gonna go get the books before I... Because I don't know, and I love that this game rewards you for reading and going through. It's just really satisfying. Oh, it's literally across the street. The way he talks, it's like, you know, God help you. I'm glad she doesn't have... Hey, lady.
Yes, Outlander.
Do you have
What
any
do
weird
you
shit?
want?
Do you have any weird shit? Oh, good. I can't believe I'm willing to buy stuff from you. Hi, Zach! How you doing? I'm over here looking for books. Oh, it's a rare book. I don't think I have the money for that. The Great Houses of Morrowind, Guide to Albrun, Guide to Balmora. Mora. Gonna have to steal shit from her, aren't I? How typical? Yeah! Look, I'll do what I want. The Balladier's fake book? The Pig Children? I know who that is. I'm sorry. Sorry about this early on, Zach. I sent you some notes. I'm gonna work Thala in. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. Bad news. She's not gonna let me buy it, because... Oh. On Discord. The True Nature of Orc. She has a lot of anti-orc bullshit. If somebody was writing about me as like a pig person, I would fight them on principle. What was that? It was me. I'm a customer. Get out of here.
What was that?
Vivek and Mephala. This is one that is important because, let's see, who is Almsivi? Morrowind is holy country, and its gods are flesh and blood. Collectively, these gods are called the Tribunal, the Triune Almsivi, 3 deities exemplifying Dunmeri virtues. Almalexia is mercy, Vivek is mastery, and Sothasil is mystery. Vivek is easily the most popular of them all. Vivek is also the most public, for he is the beloved warrior poet of the true people, paradoxically beautiful and bloody. Vivek is an artistic violence. Vivek is represented in temple literature and liturgy as one of the divine kings of Morrowind. He guards the sacred Velothi subcontinent of Vardenfell. Velothi is what now? Oh wow, I didn't get the notification for it, but I see them now. Yeah, I left you a few paragraphs. I hope you enjoy paragraphs. So there are... I asked about Thala. So if you're not Zach and listening, I am putting her character, her half-orc character into this, into my story, and I realized I have no idea. There are so many like little ways that you draw off of a character's personality, and I realized all I have in mind is like one comic that I saw on Tumblr once, and then an image that Zach drew of her character grown up once, and that's like it. And that's all I know. So I have no idea how accurate that I am, and I have to ask her questions. So I sent her like a quick write-up that I did. I did like stereotypical orc nonsense, like, oh, I love the drinking, I love alcohol and murder. We'll see. So, yeah, Zach says, to be honest, I don't really talk about her. And that's true, but she's like, I really like her, and I like the idea of getting her into the story somehow. And then she kind of gets this, like, friend status in the story. That makes me happy. Who doesn't love alcohol and murder? I know, right? Totally. Oh. Anyway, I guess he guards the sacred Velothi subcontinent of Vardenfell. Is Velothi the name of... Is that another name for Morrowind? I don't know anything. And stands guard over Red Mountain, the gate to hell. Okay, so they do have a concept of hell. He is part of the Holy Tribunal, a god of the New Temple, and an aspect of the blessed and righteous Almsivi. This explicit presentation of Vivek the Guardian God King and Warrior Poet is the one most accessible and familiar to Westerners. However, it is important to remember that Vivek is also known to the Dunmer as the transcendent evolution of the Daedra that anticipated him, Black Hands Mephala, a foundation figure of the earliest Chimer. Ooh, and he's nasty business. So anyway, this darker side of Vivek does not appear in the popular literature and liturgy, but is instinctively understood and accepted by the Dunmer as an integral part of Vivek's divine aspect. A more complete appreciation of the complex nature of Vivek requires an understanding of the nature of Vivek's anticipation, Mephala, and the darker themes represented by this Daedra Lord's modes and motivations. Who is Mephala? Each of the 3 tribunes of the temple were represented in the dawn of Chimeric culture by their anticipations. And this is one of those things, too, is like, what is Chimeric culture? It sounds like it was the elves, before the elves split into their current, like, what we currently recognize them as. But then where does that put the Dwemer, excuse me. Where does that put them? Where does it put the dwarves? Were they part of Chimeric culture? Or were they just kind of on the side? Because I'm of the it seems to be implied that they're not Chimeri. They're related, but tangentially. I don't know. They were there, but I don't get it. These anticipations are known to the West as the sinister Daedra Lords Azura, Boethia, and Mephala. In temple theology, however, Azura is the anticipation of Sothasil, the Mage Lord of Almsivi. I thought they were separate too. Zach says, I thought they were separate, assumed anyway. Yeah, I thought so, but then I realized that the Chimer were they split into the three elves, the three main, like Altmer, the Bosmer, and the Dunmer, and that the Dunmer were stained black for fucking with Azura. So that is what I gather, and that's a long story, and I don't even know if I'm right, and it's complicated and weird. I'm gonna look it up on the wiki and just stop trying to find it out naturally, because it's getting weird as it is, getting complicated. Okay, in temple theology, however, Azura is the anticipation of Sothasil, the mage lord of Almsivi. Boethia is the anticipation of Almalexia. Almsivi's mother and lady. Mephala is the anticipation of Vivek. According to legend, under the guidance of these three Daedra lords, a discontented throng of Altmer transformed themselves into a new people and founded a new land. Oh, this gets even weirder. Okay. So much very hidden and convoluted lore. Yeah, it's actually part of the appeal, to be honest. There's a lot of they allow for this, for Morrowind to allow, for the Elder Scrolls to allow people to have different opinions is actually like, you know that meme with like the starburst in your brain? That's where it is. It's like, yeah, that's genius. Do it. Because that's how history is, isn't it? And that's what I love. That's what I love. It's like a love letter to the weird shit that goes on in history. Let's see. I lost track and I started thinking about how cool that was. And according to legend, under the guidance of these three Daedra lords, a discontented throng of Altmer transformed themselves into a new people and founded a new land. Those would be the Dunmer. So they didn't come from the Chimer? I thought they came from the Chimer. Okay, I don't know shit. And while Boethia, the so-called Prince of Plots, provided the revolutionary methods needed to bring about this transformation, Mephala was the shadowy implementer of those methods. As known in the West, Mephala is the demon of murder, sex, and secrets. All of these themes contain subtle aspects and violent ones: assassination, genocide, courtship/orgy, tact/poetic truths. Mephala is understood, paradoxically, to contain and integrate these contradictory themes, and all these subtle undercurrents and contradictions are present in the Dunmer concepts of Vivek, even if they are not explicitly described and explained in temple doctrine. The Dunmer do not envision Lord Vivek as a creature of murder, sex, and secrets. Hilariously, they should. Rather, they conceive of Lord Vivek as benevolent king, guardian, warrior, poet, artist. But at the same time, unconsciously, they accept the notion of darker hidden currents beneath Vivek's benevolent aspects. For example, one of the most striking persistent myths associated with Vivek is the story that Vivek conspired with his co-rulers, Almalexia and Sothasil, in the murder of Lord Nerevar, the greatest of Dunmer heroes and generals. The story is derived from Ashlander oral tradition and is flatly contradicted by all temple traditions. Nonetheless, the tale is firmly established in the Dunmer imagination, as if to say, of course Vivek would never have conspired to murder Lord Nerevar, but it happened so long ago. Who can know the truth? The public face of Vivek is benign, sensitive, compassionate, and protective of his followers. At the same time, the Dunmer seem irrationally comfortable with the hidden aspects of Vivek, the darker components of violence, lust, and conspiracy associated with the more primitive and ruthless impulses of the anticipations. Never! Yeah, I don't think so. No, not these. Frontier Conquest, ABCs for Barbarians, and the Pig Children. Guess what the Pig Children is about? The Pig Children by Tyston Bain. No one, not the oldest dark elf of Mount Dagoth-Ur or the ancient sage of solitude himself can recall a time when the orc did not ravage our fair Tamriel. Whatever foul and pestilent Daedra of Oblivion conjured them up could scarcely have created a more constant threat to the well-being of the civilized races of Tamriel than the obnoxious orc. Orcs are thankfully easy to recognize from other humanoids by their size, commonly 40 pertans in height and 15,000 angades in weight, their brutal pig-like features, and their stench. They are consistently belligerent, morally grotesque, intellectually moronic, and unclean. By all rights, the civilized races of Tamriel should have been able to purge the land of their blight eras ago, but their ferocity, animal cunning, and curious tribal loyalty have made them inevitable as leeches in a stagnant pool. Zack says, in your Tamriel, ravaging it. Thala, and yeah, good. Just keep touching it. Vivek and Mephala, overview of gods and worship. This is also important, but I was gonna look at... stop sniffing at me. I just want to look at the goddamn books. Oh. Oh, this is important. Which of these do I want to... Damn. I'm just gonna steal books. You be right back. Wait. The books I need.
There is someone.
Is there something I can do for you?
I can tell.
Yes, actually, but you don't work like a real person, so I can't ask you. Okay, Brothers of Darkness. The Dark Brotherhood is trying to kill me. Oh, I read this. Okay, now I'm in your house. I'm stealing your shit now. Oh. I love how... I'm gonna go back down there. She has nothing of what I need at all. In some kind of joke. Give me your shit. Oh, it's just sad shit. I'm not gonna... You know what? Thanks for the... Thanks for the... experience? Oh, do I really want to steal all this woman's food? You can tell I'm getting along well in my life, that I don't feel like I have to steal all her stuff. Okay, whatever. You do not have my book. You do not have my books. Chest of books for general sale. Well, Galerion the Mystic? Which of these do I need? She has literally nothing I need. You suck. You suck.
What was that?
The True Nature of Orcs. Boy, she seems really obsessed with orcs. I'm not touching you. Yeah, I know, right? If only I could be an orc in this... Actually, though, if she feels like this way about orcs, then you can only imagine what she feels like about other beast kind. I'm just gonna say. The True Nature of Orcs. Orcs were born during the latter days of the Dawn era. History has mislabeled them beast folk related to the goblin races, but the orcs are actually the children of Trinimac, strongest of the Altmeri ancestor spirits. When Trinimac was eaten by the Daedroth Prince Boethia and transformed in that foul god's insides, the orcs were transformed as well. The ancient name for the orcs is Orsimer, which means the pariah folk. They now follow Malauk, the remains of Trinimac. Weird. There's also that tree prefix, so I'm guessing like there's an element of the triad in him in the same way that there is, because Trinimac has a connection as well to Mephala. I vaguely recall that. I'm gonna have to go read it again because I don't remember, because it's all just weird and disconnected from my everyday life. Who is Malauk? Malouch, or Malouch. What do you think it is? He is more commonly known as the Daedroth Prince Malakath. Oh, whose sphere is the patronage of the spurned and ostracized, the sworn oath, and the bloody curse. He is not technically a Daedra lord, nor do the other Daedra recognize him as such, but this is fitting for his sphere. Oh, that's interesting. Of old he was Trinimac, the champion of the High Elven pantheon, in some places more popular than Rel. And of course, El is a Hebrew. It can mean God. So, like, it's part of a lot of names, like, say, Michael has El in it. And other, I'm trying to think of what other popular names it's part of. Daniel, and that sort of thing. Samuel. So it can mean, like, of God. And it's, Ari, of course, like, gold, Ara, that sort of thing. Who protected them against enemies from without and within. When Trinimac, and I don't know what the Nimac comes from, or if it does come from anything, or if they just grabbed a bunch of Scrabble letters, which are all very possible. When Trinimac and his followers attempted to halt the Velothi dissident movement, Boethia ate him. Trinimac, maybe he just was like that for mac and cheese. You know, maybe I'm getting too in depth here. Trinimac's body and spirit were corrupted and he emerged as Malakath. His followers were likewise changed for the worse. Despised by everyone, especially the inviolate Ariel, they quickly fled to the northern wastes near Sarthal. They fought Nords and Chimer for a place in the world, but did not get much. In Skyrim, Malakath is called Orky, or Old Knocker, and his battles with Ysmir are legendary. I only know Skyrim in this whole list of words, but I love that they call him Old Knocker. That's pretty good. I wonder what the orcs think about this. The Yellow Book of Riddles. I'm not reading that. That's not what I came here for. The Changed Ones, Vivek and Mephala. What was the one that I wanted to look at? How about Nchunak's Fire and Faith? This book is a translated account of Nchunak's, maybe it's like that, Nchunak's travels among the various colonies of the Dwemer, explaining his theories, the theories of Kagranak. I'm trying to read it backwards to see if it's like, never mind, sorry. For a second I thought maybe it's like an anagram. Every now and then that happens too. I made inquiry as to the state of enlightenment among the people he spoke for. He answered that, with respect to the theories of Kagranak, there was but one scholar near who could guide the people through the maze that leads to true misunderstanding. What? To true misunderstanding? Oh, I like where this is going. He informed me, however, that in Karaka, the precepts of Kagranak were taught. He said that nothing pleased him more than to see the Dwemer of Karaka, the most learned people in the world, studying Kagranak's words and giving consideration to their place in the life to come, and where neither planar division, nor the numeration of amnesia, nor any other thing of utility was more valued than the understanding of the self and its relationship to the heart, capital H. I was gracious enough to receive this as a high compliment, and removing my helm, I thanked him and departed with an infinity of bows. Oh. This is normal. Yeah, that's the only 2 pages. Weird. Okay, I love it. Origin of the... I've read that. Aedra and Daedra. There was something here that I did not read that I needed to. Overview of gods and worship. Because I'm learning so much today. It does make me a little bit... Reading is one of those things that I fight not to do, and then when I do it, I'm like, oh, that's very cool. Thinking about all the absolutely bizarre bullshit that someone had to make up for this to feel like a real world. And everybody's lying to you, and, or has like half of the information they need, or they're like limited by their by racism or whatever. It's, what a cool freaking game this is. I'm actually, you know what, Zach, if you're listening, knowledge? Yeah, knowledge. Woo! It's knowledge of a totally made-up thing, but it's also, like... It's a really real way to look at how history is interpreted over time. This is smart, and it makes me happy. I love games that are smart and that ask me to think. So, what else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Zach, I am totally gonna play the other Elder Scroll games, and I might even try to play some of the older ones. So, God bless, this might really hurt. Some of the old ones, they're like early 3D games, but right before everyone figured out what like the best and most comfortable way to play them were. You know what I'm talking about, right? Anyway. An overview of gods and worship in Tamriel by Brother Hedgefield. Ya big oof, says Zach, 'cause she knows what I know, and what I know is that's pain incarnate, and I can't wait to get started someday. But first I'm going to play the comfortable games. I'm going to play Oblivion next, and I'm going to play Skyrim after that. And I will probably be a lizard in every single one, and if I'm not a lizard, I'll be a kitty cat. I might be an orc at this rate. I'm going to be all the people that people always kick in the butt for no reason. Because they're furry or whatever. Zach says, I know what my husband has told me, and oof. And then she says, yay, Skyrim! And she's right. Yay, Skyrim. I played a little Skyrim and promptly put it down. So my apologies to I always just come back to Morrowind. This ugly game. I always come back to this game where you can get like locked in. I once got locked in it was a game-ending bug that locked me in a fireplace. And my character I was blinded. All I could see was like a red screen, and I still don't know how I did that. And it killed my oomph. I had to stop. I stopped playing the game at that point. My last save had been like 5 hours earlier. I was like, no way. Okay, editor's note. Elder Scroll game bugs. Several smiley faces upside down. Yes. Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. That's why I save multiple times and in different ways, because you never know how it's going to go. Editor's note. Brother Hedgefield is an associate scribe at the Imperial University Office of Introductory Studies. Gods are commonly judged upon the evidence of their interest in worldly matters. A central belief in the active participation of deities in mundane matters can be challenged by the reference to apparent apathy and indifference on the part of the gods during times of plague or famine. From intervention in legendary quests to manifestations in common daily life, no pattern for the gods of Tamriel activities is readily perceived. The concerns of the gods in many ways may seem unrelated or at best unconcerned with the daily trials of the mortal realm. The exceptions do exist, however. Many historical records and legends point to the direct intervention of one or more gods at times of great need. Many heroic tales recount blessings of the divinity bestowed upon heroic figures who worked or quested for the good of a deity or the deity's temple. Some of the more powerful artifacts in the known world were originally bestowed upon their owners through such reward. It has also been reported that priests of high ranking in their temples may on occasion call upon their deity for blessings or help in time of need. The exact nature of such contact and the blessings bestowed is given to much speculation, as the temples hold such associations secret and holy. This direct contact gives weight to the belief that the gods are aware of the mortal realm. In many circumstances, however, these same gods will do nothing in the face of suffering and death, seeming to feel no need to interfere. It is thus possible to conclude that we as mortals may not be capable of understanding more than a small fraction of the reasoning and logic such beings use. One defining characteristic of all gods and goddesses is their interest in worship and deeds. Deeds in the form of holy quests are just one of the many things that bring the attention of a deity. Deeds in everyday life, by conforming to the statutes and obligations of individual temples, are commonly supposed to please a deity. Performance of ceremony in a temple may also bring a deity's attention. Ceremonies vary according to the individual deity. The results are not always apparent, but sacrifice and offerings are usually required to have any hope of gaining a deity's attention. While direct intervention in daily temple life has been recorded, the exact nature of the presence of a god in daily mundane life is a subject of controversy. A traditional saying of the Wood Elves is that one man's miracle is another man's accident. While some gods are believed to take an active part in daily life, others are well known for their lack of interest in temporal affairs. It has been theorized that gods do in fact gain strength from such things as worship through praise, sacrifice, and deed. It may even be theorized that the number of worshippers a given deity has may reflect on his overall position among the other gods. This is my own conjecture, garnered from the apparent ability of the larger temples to attain blessings and assistance from their god with greater ease than smaller religious institutions. There's a book by Terry Pratchett called, it's about that turtle. Can't remember what it's called, and he has like a million books, so this probably doesn't help you any, but it kind of follows that idea that you have to believe in the god, that the more believers you have, the more powerful the god is. Which really makes sense, except also, like, maybe I should talk shit some other time, but I really don't like the idea of forming like a spiritual tyrant, if you will. Although I think it was a really immature take on kind of, because in the book the bad guy was more in love with, he really, really thought that he was following the god and doing what the god wanted. But he didn't really love the god. He loved what the trappings of power gave him. He was more in love with the power than he was with the god. So the only true believer of the god was this idiot monk in his gardening patch. And that was the only reason that the god could stay alive. So there's a whole city of people who supposedly worshipped this god, but they weren't as into the god as they were into the trappings of the god. And so as a result, he was extremely powerless. It's a really interesting novel, and I think that you should read it if you haven't. If you can find it, by my really shitty description of A Turtle and Terry Pratchett, a man who has written more books than are in the actual Bible. So, take it from what you will. Okay, there are reports of the existence of spirits in our world that have the same capacity to use the actions and deeds of mortals to strengthen themselves as do the gods. The understanding of the exact nature of such creatures would allow us to understand with more clarity the connection between a deity and the deity's worshippers. The implication of the existence of such spirits leads to the speculation that these spirits may even be capable of raising themselves to the level of a god or goddess. Motosuo of the Imperial Seminary has suggested that these spirits may be the remains of gods and goddesses who through time lost all or most of their following, reverting to their earliest, most basic form. Practitioners of the old ways say that there are no gods, just greater and lesser spirits. Perhaps it is possible for all three theories to be true. I like it.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Yeah, it's me, girl. It's me. Mysterious Akavir. Oh, no shit. I'm drinking some water. I've been doing a lot of talking over the last few days. Water. Mysterious Akavir. Akavir means Dragonland. Tamriel means Dawn's Beauty. Atmora means Elder Wood. Only the Red Guards know what Yukuda ever meant. And they're not telling. Hey, that is your job as a book writer, my friend. Why would you even bring that up? You brought up the three you know and the one you don't. It's some shitty research, I'm just gonna say. Akavir is the kingdom of the beasts. No men or mer live in Akavir, though men once did. These men, however, were eaten long ago by the vampiric serpent folk of Saisi. Well, damn. Had they not been eaten, these men would have eventually migrated to Tamriel. The Nords left Atmora for Tamriel. Before them, the elves had abandoned Aldmeris for Tamriel. The Red Guards destroyed Yokuda so they could make their journey. All men and mer know Tamriel is the nexus of creation, where the last war will happen, where the gods unmade Lorcan and left their adamantine tower of secrets. Who knows what the Akaviri think of Tamriel, but ask yourself, why have they tried to invade it 3 times or more? I don't even know who the Akaviri are! There are 4 major nations of Akavir: Kamal, Saitsi, Tangmo, and Kapotun. I'm looking at these names and trying to think if there are ways, like, might they be, like, anagrams, or, like, if you say them out loud, did they say something Kapotun, like, capital, or... Sounds like onomatopoeia. Anyway, when they are not busy trying to invade Tamriel, they are fighting with each other. Sounds good. Kamal is snow hell. Oh, good. Demons live there, armies of them. Every summer they thaw out and invade Tangmo, but the brave monkey folk always drive them away. Why can't I want to be able to be a monkey folk. That sounds amazing. Once Adasum Dur Kamal, a king among demons, attempted to conquer Morrowind, but Almalexia and the Underking destroyed him at Red Mountain. Who is the Underking? Saitsi is Snake Palace, once the strongest power in Akavir before the Tiger Dragon came. Oh, so it's a China analogy, isn't it? It might get weird. The serpent folk ate all the men of Akavir a long time ago, but still kind of look like them. They are tall, beautiful, if frightening, covered in golden scales, and immortal. They enslave the goblins of the surrounding isles, who provide labor and fresh blood. This all sounds invented. The holdings of Saitsi are widespread. When natives of Tamriel think of the Akaviri, they think of the serpent folk because one ruled the Cyrodiilic Empire for 400 years in the previous era. What? Really? He was potentate Versidue Shai, assassinated by the Morag Tong. I don't remember that being mentioned when I read the history book. You'd think that would be important. Tangmo is the Thousand Monkey Isles. Yep. There are many breeds of monkey folk, and they are all kind, brave, and simple, and many are also very crazy. Who wrote this? They can raise armies when they must, for all of the other Akaviri nations have at one time or another tried to enslave them. Technically, human beings are ape folk, right? So they would fit. They cannot decide who they hate more, the snakes or the demons, but ask one and he will probably say, snakes. Though once bitter enemies, the monkey folk are now allies with the tiger folk of Kapotun. Kapotun is the tiger dragon's empire. The cat folk here are ruled by the divine Toshraka, the tiger dragon. They are now a very great empire, stronger than Tsetsi, though not at sea. Again, this feels like somebody... After the serpent folk ate all the men, they tried to eat all the dragons. They managed to enslave the red dragons, but the black ones had fled to, then, Potun. A great war was raged. Or waged? Do you meant waged? Which left both the cats and the snakes weak and the dragons all dead. Since that time, the catfolk have tried to become the dragons. Toshraka is the first to succeed. He is the largest dragon in the world, orange and black, and he has very many new ideas. First, Toshraka says, is that we kill all the vampire snakes. Then the tiger dragon emperor wants to invade Tamriel. This sounds like fan fiction written by a 6-year-old. I better watch out. I just nearly robbed that pot and got in trouble. Mysticism, the Unfathomable Voyage by Tetronius Lore. Well, we're doing it now. I'm reading all the books now. How many? Oh, good. It's not that long. Mysticism is the school of sorcery least understood by the magical community and is the most difficult to explain to novice mages. The spell effects commonly ascribed to the school of mysticism are as extravagantly disparate as soul trap, the creation of a cell that would hold a victim's spirit after death, to telekinesis, the manipulation of objects at a distance. But these effects are simply that, effects. The sorcery behind them is veiled in a mystery that goes back to the oldest civilizations of Tamriel, and perhaps beyond. The Psychics of the Isle of Artaeum have a different term for mysticism, the Old Way. The phrase becomes bogged in semantic quagmire because the Old Way also refers to the religion and customs of the Psychics, which may or may not be part of the magic of mysticism. There are few mages who devote their lives to the study of mysticism. The other schools are far more predictable and ascertainable. Mysticism seems to derive power from its conundrums and paradoxes. The act of experimentation, no matter how objectively implemented, can influence magicka by its very existence. Therefore, the mystic mage must consign himself to finding dependable patterns within a roiling imbroglio of energy. And I don't even know if I said that right. That's a word I know, but I don't say. So I probably just assassinated that word. In the time it takes him to devise an enchantment with a consistent trigger and result, his peers in the other schools may have researched and documented dozens of new spells and effects. The mystic mage must thus be a patient and relatively uncompetitive philosopher. Oh, a word that I do know how to say, I just fell on my face, so go figure. For centuries, mostly during the Second Era, scholarly journals published theory after theory about the aspect or aspects of magicka lumped together under mysticism. In the Mages Guild tradition of finding answers to all things, respected researchers suggested that mysticism's penultimate energy source was the Aetherius itself, or else Daedric beings of unimaginable power. And just to note that Aetherius probably is talking about ether, which in the ancient days, and I mean before people knew what space was, what was in space, it was thought that space was filled with ether, that there was some kind of like magic floofy gas up there that was maybe plasma. I don't know how they thought of it actually, but that filled space. If you left the Earth, there would be ether. So, Aetherius itself, or else Daedric beings of unimaginable power. So either space or the devil, that's fine. Either rationale would explain the seemingly random figurations of mysticism. Some even ventured that mysticism arose from the unused elements of successfully or even unsuccessfully cast spells. Discussion within the Order of Psychics after Artaeum's reappearance has led some scholars to postulate that mysticism is less spiritual in nature as was originally supposed, and that either the intellect or the emotional state of the believer is sufficient to influence his energy configuration and flow. None of these explanations is truly satisfactorily taken by itself. For the beginning student of mysticism, it is best simply to learn the patterns distinguishable in the maelstrom of centuries past. The more patterns are discovered, the clearer the remaining ones become, until, of course, they change, for inevitably they have to, and then the journey begins anew. Wow, you answered absolutely nothing. Okay, Mysterious Akavir, Vivek and Mephala over
Where's that slave?
View of Gods
Yeah,
and
not
Worship. We've read
Where is that
Pig
snake?
Children, we unfortunately read. I'll read the Pilgrim's Path some other time when I'm going to actually go on the Pilgrim. Oh no. Okay, 6? Okay, yeah, we can do it. Frontier, Conquest, and Accommodation, A Social History of Cyrodiil, University of Gwillem Press, 3E 344. When did the Third Era end? Because we're in Fourth Era, right? I don't know anything. Anyway, No, because this is 3E 427, right? I don't remember that either. I'm really special. Anyway, historians often portray this human settlement of Tamriel as a straightforward process of military expansion of the Nords of Skyrim. In fact, human settlers occupied nearly every corner of Tamriel before Skyrim was even founded. These so-called Nedic peoples include the Proto-Cyrodiils, the ancestors of the Bretons, the aboriginals of Hammerfell, and perhaps a now-vanished human population of Morrowind. Strictly speaking, the Nords are simply another of these Nedic peoples, the only one that failed to find a method of peaceful accommodation with the elves who already occupied Tamriel. Okay, that actually answers some questions. Ysgramor was certainly not the first human settler in Tamriel. In fact, in fleeing civil war in Atmora, as the Song of Return states, Ysgramor was following a long tradition of migration from Atmora. Where is Atmora? Tamriel had served as a safety valve for Atmora for centuries before Ysgramor's arrival. Malcontents, dissidents, rebels, landless younger sons all made the difficult crossing from Atmora to the New World of Tamriel. New archaeological excavations date the earliest human settlements in Hammerfell, High Rock, and Cyrodiil at ME 800 to 1000, centuries earlier than Ysgramor, even assuming that the 12 Nord kings prior to her herald were actual historical figures. The Nedic peoples were a minority in a land of elves and had no choice but to live peacefully with the Elder race. In High Rock, Hammerfell, Cyrodiil, and possibly Morrowind, they did just that, and the Nedic peoples flourished and expanded over the last centuries of the Merithic era. Neat. Only in Skyrim did this accommodation break down. No idea, I get confused with dates. I know, right? I need to actually look this up. I'm actually going to have to make I have this wonderful timeline program. It's extremely powerful. I could set it up to have, like, I could set it up to be, like, completely about Elder Scrolls timelines. But I have to figure out how it even works. So, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to go to the wiki, I assume, eventually, and just give up. I'm trying to do it the old-fashioned way by diving into books, but there are so many goddamn books and they mean nothing to me. And then there's the fact that some of these standards, like in this series, are, like I told you, like people lie or they don't know, or even sometimes there's just typos. So what you don't know, it would have to all be kind of examined, cross-examined, and it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I might do it. I might. Because I so commonly get lost, and given, like, the long... Like, some of these characters, the elves live for hundreds of years. I still don't know how long elves actually live. It's possible that some of these characters have been around since Nerevar got axed by his best friends in the whole world. I don't know. We're gonna find out, I guess. But, alright. Only in Skyrim did this accommodation break down, an event recorded in the Song of Return. perhaps being close to reinforcements from Atmora, the Proto-Nords did not feel it necessary to submit to the authority of the Skyrim elves. Indeed, the early Nord chronicles note that under King Harold, the first historical Nord ruler, 1E 113 to 221, the Atmoran mercenaries returned to their homeland following the consolidation of Skyrim as a centralized kingdom. Whatever the case, the pattern was set. In Skyrim, expansion would proceed militarily, with human settlement following the frontier of conquest, and the line between human territory and elven territory was relatively clear. But beyond this zone of conflict, the other Nedic peoples continued to merge with their elven neighbors. When the Nord armies of the First Empire finally entered High Rock and Cyrodiil, they found Bretons and Proto-Cyrodiils also already living there among the elves. Indeed, the Nords found it difficult to distinguish between elf and Breton. The two races had already intermingled to such a degree. The arrival of the Nord armies upset the balance of power between the Nedic peoples and the elves. Although the Nords' expansion into High Rock and Cyrodiil was relatively brief, less than 2 centuries, the result was decisive. From then on, power in those regions shifted from the elves to the humans. Weird and neat. Okay. By the way, it does really seem like this bookseller has, shall we say, a very pro-elf... What? Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Where's that slave?
Because it doesn't even make
Oh,
sense.
not long ago.
Okay, I've already read that. I think I read On Oblivion.
What was that?
Children of the Sky have not. Changed Ones. Here we go. This is an important one. And it's short, which is even better. Changed Ones. Of all the Et Ada who wandered Nirn, Nirn is the world. Okay, that's the name of Nirn. Trinimac was the strongest. He, for a very long time, fooled the Eldmeri into thinking that tears were the best response to the sundering. Tears or tears? Oh, okay, tears. They cried and shamed our ancestors, especially the feminine Altmer. Okay. They even took the missing god's name in vain, calling his narratives into question. So one day Boethia, prince of plots, precocious youth, tricked Trinimac to go into his mouth. Boethia talked like Trinimac for a while then, and gathered enough people to listen to him. Boethia showed them the lies of the Et Ada, the Aedra, and told them, oh, the Et Ada are the Aedra? That explains a lot, and told them Trinimac was the biggest liar of all, saying all this with Trinimac's voice. Boethia told the mass before him the triangled truth. He showed them with Mephala the rules of Psijic endeavor. He taught them how to build houses and what items they needed to bury in the corners. He demonstrated the right way to wear their skin. Oh, that's good. All right. What a normal thing to say. He performed the way to walk to achieve an exodus. Then Boethia relieved himself of Trinimac right there on the ground before them to prove all the things he said were the truth. It was easy then for his new people to become the changed ones. Oh, no, that's about the orcs. Oh, no, rest in peace. Oh, no. Okay. Oh. This is it. Zach just posted a thinking emoji, which is about right. I don't know what the orcs think about that either. I don't think this person likes orcs very much, everybody. In fact, this person seems to be a blazing racist, and I think I hate her. The first ones were brothers, Anu and Padome. They came into the void, and time began. This is what I wanted to read. This is what I've been looking for. As Anu and Padome wandered the void, the interplay of light and darkness created Nur. Both Anu and Padome were amazed and delighted with her appearance, but she loved Anu, and Padome retreated from them in bitterness. Nur became pregnant, but before she gave birth, Padome returned, professing his love for Nur. She told him that she loved only Anu, and Padome beat her in rage. Rude. Anu returned, fought Padome. Oh, was it? Zach says? What do you mean, oh, was it? Oh, was it? Anu returned, fought Padome, and cast him outside time. Fuck you, Padome. Nier gave birth to creation but died from her injuries soon after. Anu, grieving, hid himself in the sun and slept, as one do. Meanwhile, life sprang up on the 12 worlds of creation and flourished. What are the 12 worlds of creation? After many ages, the previous story... Yeah, it was about orcs, because the orcs worshipped Trinimac, but Trinimac got turned into shit. And so they changed too. Yeah. Right? That's because that's what one of the orc stories was. I mean, it might be false, but that seems to be what it's saying. At least I think so. I'll go look at it, but because they followed Trinimac until Trinimac became shit and turned into what's-his-face, the outcast god. That I can't even remember the name of because he had a stupid name. Well, I don't know if his name was stupid, but it's like difficult for me to remember because it's just random letters. But anyway, looks like Nier gave birth to creation but died from her injuries soon after. Anu, grieving, hid himself in the sun and slept. Meanwhile, life sprang up on the 12 worlds of creation and flourished. After many ages, Padme was able to return to time. He saw creation and hated it. He swung his sword, shattering the 12 worlds in their alignment. Rude. Anu awoke and fought Padme again. Bitch, how many times do you have to get thrown outside time? The long and furious battle ended with Anu the victor. He cast aside the body of his brother, who he believed was dead. You should have double-tapped, and attempted to save creation by forming the remnants of the 12 worlds into one. Nirn, the world of Tamriel. As he was doing so, Padme struck him through the chest with one last blow. Anu grappled with his brother and pulled them both outside of time forever, so we don't have to worry about these bitches, they're gone. The blood of Padme became the Daedra. The blood of Anu became the stars. The mingled blood of both became the Aedra, hence their capacity for good and evil and their greater affinity for earthly affairs than the Daedra, who have no connection to creation. On the world of Nirn, all was chaos. The only survivors of the 12 worlds of creation were the Elnophe and the Hist. This is important for me, actually, because the Hist are kind of like those... They're the living trees that the Argonians drank sap from to become lizard people, because they initially started out as humans, as I recall. The Elnophe are the ancestors of Mare and Men. The Hist are the trees of Argonia. Nirn originally was all land with interspersed seas, but no oceans. A large fragment of the Elnophe world landed on Nirn relatively intact, and the Elnophe living there were the ancestors of the Mer. These Elnophe fortified their borders from the chaos outside, hid their pocket of calm, and attempted to live on as before. Other Elnophe arrived on Nirn, scattered amid the confused jumble of the shattered worlds, wandering and finding each other over the years. Eventually, the wandering Elnophe found the hidden land of Old Elnophe, and were amazed and joyful to find their kin living among the splendor of ages past. The wandering Elnophe expected to be welcomed into the peaceful realm, but the old Elnophe looked on them as degenerates, fallen from their former glory. For whatever reason, war broke out, I can't imagine why, and raged across the whole of Nirn. The old Elnophe retained their ancient power and knowledge, but the Wanderers were more numerous and toughened by their long struggle to survive on Nirn. This war reshaped the face of Nirn, sinking much of the land beneath new oceans, and leaving the lands as we know them, Tamriel, Akavir, Atmora, and Yokuda. The old Elnophe realm, though ruined, became Tamriel. The remnants of the Wanderers were left divided on the other 3 continents. Over many years, the Elnophe of Tamriel became the Mer, elves, the Dwemer, oh thank you, finally someone said it, the Dwemer, the deep ones, sometimes called dwarves, the Chimer, the changed ones, who later became the Dunmer. Oh no! So, wait a minute. We just read a book called The Changed Ones, and I thought it was the orcs, because they talked about Boethia eating Trinimac and turning him into shit, and then he turns into the, outcast Daedra? Which changed the orcs, which means that... So who's changed? The Dunmer or the orcs? Or both? Is that possible? The Chimer were once the Dunmer. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. The Dunmer, the dark or cursed ones, the dark elves. The Bosmer, the green or forest ones. The wood elves. The Altmer, the elder or high ones, the high elves. On the other continents, the wandering Elnofey became the men, the Nords of Atmora, the Red Guards of Yokuda, and the Tsaitsi of Akavir, who are snaky people, according to the baby fanfic we just read earlier. The Hist were bystanders in the Elnofey War, but most of their realm was destroyed as the war passed over it. A small corner of it survived to become Black Marsh and Tamriel, but most of their realm was sunk beneath the sea. I'm guessing the Hist don't like people very much. Eventually, men returned to Tamriel. The Nords were the first, colonizing the northern coast of Tamriel before recorded history led by the legendary Isgramor. The 13th of his line, King Harold, was the first to appear in written history, and so the mythic era ended. Yeah, thank you for the eyeballs. That's the only way to look at that. Okay, so that made no sense. So let's look at, okay. This is all themed. The changed ones, okay. Of all the Et Ada who wandered Nirn, Trinimac was the strongest. Okay, where's that thing that was talking about the pig children? No, it's not that one. It's the true nature of orcs. The orcs are actually the children of Trinimac, strongest of the Altmeri ancestor spirits. When Trinimac was eaten by the Daedroth prince Boethia and transformed in that foul god's insides, the orcs were transformed as well. They now follow Malauk, the remains of Trinimac. Malauk is known as the Daedroth prince Malakath, whose sphere is the patronage of the spurned and ostracized, the sworn oath, and the bloody curse. He is not technically a Daedra lord, nor do the other Daedra recognize him as such, but this is fitting for his sphere. Of old he was Trinimac, the champion of the High Elven Pantheon, in some places more popular than Ariel. When Trinimac and his followers attempted to halt the Velothi dissident movement, which is what? What is that? Boethia ate him. Okay, then Trinimac's body and spirit were corrupted and he emerged as Malakath, a pile of shit. His followers were likewise changed for the worse. So, there is... What the fuck? I don't know what that means, and it could mean... Lady, what the hell are you reading about? I don't even know where you stand anymore. I thought you hated orcs, now I'm wondering if they're related. How is that possible? I don't know what... Or maybe they were both changed in different ways? Oh, wow, that's weird. Okay, I'm mind blown on stream. The Yellow Book of Riddles? How about this? Let's go have a good time. Yeah. For earnest pleasure and the strengthening of the mind, the author here collects all that he has learned of the art of riddling, by dint of diligent study and through years of discourse with others of similar inclination. The posing and puzzling of riddles is a convention of polite, aristocratic Western society. Nobles and social aspirants collect books of riddles and study them, hoping thereby to increase the chances of their appearing sly and witty in conversation. A metal neither black nor red, as heavy as man's golden greed. What you do to stay ahead with friend or arrow or steed. Gold? Oh, lead. Oh! Wait a minute. You have guns now? I guess you can use it as like a missile in any form. Anyway, a man says, if you lie to me, I will slay you with my sword. If you tell me the truth, I will slay you with a spell. What must you do to stay alive? Say nothing. You will slay me with a sword. Oh. Okay. A Bosmer was slain. The Altmer claims the Dunmer is guilty. The Dunmer says the Khajiit did it. The Orc swears he didn't kill the Bosmer. The Khajiit says the Dunmer is lying. If only one of these speaks the truth, who killed the Bosmer? The Orc. I'm back to thinking this lady is anti-Orc. On Oblivion, did I read this? Oh, yeah, it's the one about demons. Children of the Sky are probably the Nords. Yeah, okay, Nords consider themselves to be the children of the sky. Yay! They call Skyrim the throat of the world because it is where the sky exhaled on the land and formed them. They see themselves as eternal outsiders and invaders, and even when they conquer and rule another people, they feel no kinship with them. The breath and the voice are the vital essence of a Nord. When they defeat great enemies, they take their tongues as trophies. These are woven into ropes and can hold speech like an enchantment. Gross. You ever, like, grab a rope and you're like, oh, it's licking me? The power of a Nord can be articulated into a shout like the ki of an Akaviri swordsman. The strongest of their warriors are called tongues. When the Nords attack a city, they take no siege engines or cavalry. The tongues form in a wedge in front of the gatehouse and draw in breath. When the leader lets it out in a ki, the doors are blown in and the axemen rush into the city. Shouts can be used to sharpen blades or to strike enemies. A common effect is the shout that knocks an enemy back or the power of command. A strong Nord can instill bravery in men with his battle cry or stop a charging warrior with a roar. The greatest of the Nords can call to specific people over hundreds of miles and can move by casting a shout, appearing where it lands. The most powerful Nords cannot speak without causing destruction. They must go gagged and communicate through a sign language and through scribing runes. The further north you go into Skyrim, the more powerful and elemental the people become, and the less they require dwellings and shelters. Wind is fundamental to Skyrim and the Nords. Those that live in the far wastes always carry a wind with them. Hey Zach, you've played Skyrim, right? Is this true? Is this true? Yeah, I can read as many books as I want, bro. Get out of here. It's free. I already read that. Yeah. Adra and Daedra. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is something important that I nearly forgot to... Wait, no, what do you mean only 2 pages? The Adra and the Daedra. The designations of gods, demons, Adra and Daedra are universally confusing to the layman. They are often used interchangeably. Adra and Daedra are not relative terms. They are elvish and exact. Azura is a Daedra both in Skyrim and Morrowind. Adra is usually translated as ancestor, which is as close as Cyrodiilic can come to this elven concept. Daedra means roughly, not our ancestors. Padme's piece of shit friends. This distinction was crucial to the Dunmer, whose fundamental split in ideology is represented in their mythical genealogy. Adra are associated with stasis. Daedra represent change. Adra created the mortal world and are bound to the earth bones. Daedra, who cannot create, have the power to change. As part of the divine contract of creation, the Adra can be killed. Witness Lorcan and the Moons. The Protean Daedra, for whom the rules do not apply, can only be banished. Wow, all because a couple of assholes. Oh, what part? I don't know anymore, man. I'm lost. Oh, I was gonna say shouting. Like, when you go, are there really elemental, like, Nords that get to live up in space, up in the north with no house? Because the wind shields them? Not that I would know, but... I do remember the shouting part, so suddenly that makes sense. Reflections on Cult. Okay, I've read that. This lady has nothing I need. This lady mocks me. Where is the shit that I need? Not sure, to be honest, says Zach, who knows everything but refuses to tell me things. Let's see. I've read all of this now, except for The Real Berenzia, which is a horrible, horrible series, and I can't wait to read it out loud because it is just the worst. The Old Ways? You know very little? Yeah, join me. I just read a whole bunch and I feel like I'm now more confused than I was. This lady doesn't have anything I need. I'm gonna have to go to the rare book place. I'm actually gonna do it while I have this list. You suck. You suck. You suck. Your selection is shit. You're shitty and you hate our orcs. And orcs are great. Orcs are great. Orcs. Bye. Or jump out of your house. This lady hates orcs! Everybody. Oh, what's up here? I can't jump or the shit. I have little baby legs. Oh no! Okay, it didn't work. I'm gonna go to Vivek of all places. Oh, Zach says, my goal in Skyrim is/was to collect all the books and then read them because reading them out of order is so confusing. Look at what I'm doing. I didn't read them in order, but they were all sort of themed. And you know what I learned? I learned that I don't know the difference between... I don't know what Trinimac did for anybody. What? Who was talking shit? Oh. Nanny? What do you want? Do you want to know something that I found out, Zach? I found out that the Grow, if they have Shargram Grow, that's male. Grow is male. If they're Gra, it's female. So now I can tell if an orc is a man or a woman.
Outlander.
What do you want? Oh, I don't know. Bye. I don't know. I really don't, lady. Oh wait, wrong way. Oh no, right way. I'm going to Vivek. There's only one place for me.
How fair.
Send me to
friend.
Vivek. It's about that time for me to make the move to Vivek.
I'm all yours. Please go ahead.
I can only, by the way, Zach, I can only stand to read this stuff like in like little bursts, because if I had to read them all at once, I might die. Let me out. We're going downstairs. It's raining here in Vivek, the foreign quarter where all the weird outsiders live. Let's see if I remember where it is. Why do I have this random piece of trash? Okay. Oh, and I just have it. No, girlie, we're putting that in your hand right now. Let's go downstairs. Okay, downstairs is this way.
We're watching you.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, you want to know something really great, Zach, that just really fucks me up?
We'll have no trouble here.
They are wearing the face and the aspect of Nerevar Indral. Indral Nerevar. That's what they're doing. That's what he looks like, apparently. So I've been looking at my own face this whole time. Apparently I'm a badass in another life. So he's making fun of me, but who's the guy who deserves to be made fun of, huh? Making fun of me, the one true god. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Yourself.
Shut the fuck up.
No trouble here.
Chupasha's rare books. Zach, I want to show you something that Dan showed me, and I'm never going to get over it because it's so cute. Come here, and I will show you. This is Charles the plant. This is Chuck. If you select Charles the plant, he contains meteor slime. So I'm guessing that Charles the plant is a really special fella. I think he's real special myself.
Good hunting.
Sup, Jobasha? Yeah, what's that? Yeah. Oh no, we should read the real Berenzia. Berenzia is actually how it's said, I am told. It's very fucked. Oh no, the madness of Pelagius? Oh my god, there's so much good shit here. Excuse me, sir, I've got to steal from you. No. No. Oh, he has the full collection? I can actually read about Scotty Decimus and his shitty... What the fuck? Nagasta Kavada Kavakis. An obscure text in the language of the Slode, purportedly written by the Second-Era Western necromancer Nagasta. Ngasta Kavada Kavakis! Should I try and read this? I'm not gonna do that to myself. Is this backwards? I love how it just starts screaming. Is this your home? No, not yet. This looks like some kind of... Oh, I'm gonna have to look at that sometime. but not now. I'll bet you that's... It might be a cipher.
You'll get more.
Sir, keep out of my way. Doors of the Spirit. The real Baranzaya is really fucked, if I recall correctly, and maybe I should read it. Legions of the Dead, the House of Troubles, the Arcturian Heresy, Mysterious Claypot, good. Grasping Fortune, what is that like? No. Words of Clan Mother Anisi, that's some Khajiit stuff. Cherub's Heart of an... Oh! Oh. Oh? No. I'll read it someday, but not now. There's some stuff I will definitely read. Maybe he has some? Hey, jerk! I see none of my stuff. Will you sell me the stuff? Yo. Barter? Does he have my stuff? Okay, he has all that stuff, which I don't care about. A less rude song. I want the more rude song. Let's see. Cherum's Heart. No. Boethia's Glory. Oh, that's... That's probably about Vivek. I don't like him already. I'm my own grandpa? Well, obviously I'm taking that. Lives of the Saint. I'll show you my home, Zach. The Battle of Molag Baron. What the hell? I'm all about this life. Give me that shit. Spirit of Nirn, God of Mortals. Sarionis... No, why can't I find my shit? Wow, nobody has what I want. The Monomyth. What is that? I shouldn't buy books. I should just... Where's the Nerevar shit? Nobody has it? Hey, there's book 2. I'll buy your cheapest bullshit. Thank you. Duke Dren sent guards to Jobasha's store. Are they to protect Jobasha or to protect others from Jobasha? Either way, Jobasha appreciates it. Okay. Why don't you have the books that I want that are all about me? Okay, I don't have those notes. How did you do this? Dorisa Darvel. That was her, right? Oh, man. Hey, at least I'm my own grandpa. That's a win for me.
Go ahead, Outlander. We're watching you.
Get out of here. I'm not gonna stand there and listen to you insult me. Bye. Where is it? It's on the other side. Fuck. I remember this as well as the back of my own hand. I used to just live here. Get me out of here. Let me out! I'll show you my home, friend. It's a very cool home. Oh, get me out of here. Lady, this place was a bust.
If you care to talk, I would consider it
Send me to
privilege.
Balmora. Why is it more money to go to
Please
Balmora
don't
from
be
here?
shy. I'm listening.
I'm not gonna talk to you. Bye. I didn't find what I wanted. I'm sad. This is Darvel, right? Oh wait, no, sorry. Where is she? That was her. What a lie that was. What do you mean you don't have any of the books I want? It was a joke. It was a mean joke.
Where is that slave?
Unless they're
Yes,
hidden.
Outlander.
Is it?
What do you
Is it
want?
hidden? Hey. Belmore Temple. Oh, so it's just going to be different from day to day? Okay. Bellatus Demnevani has studied Dwemer ruins all over Vardenfell. I hear he's always looking for books on the Dwemer. Okay. Lady, what about the books I need? I need books on Nerevar. You are no help at all, and I'm gonna go cry. Actually, I'll show you my home, Zach. My home is down here. I live at the Fighters Guild for no reason. Well, because there's a room that I can sleep at without having to summon it. In here. This is my room. I just keep skooma out. Nobody cares. I don't use it. I just think it's funny. Okay, let's see. I don't need scrap metal either. I didn't mean to loot. I've been trying to leave stuff where I find it, but, in the Dwemer ruins, in the name of being... Just a second here. I want to read I'm My Own Grandpa. I'm My Own Grandpa by Gaeldol, the funniest wood elf ever. Oh, I deserve this. Why did the dark elf cross the road? How many orcs does it take to light a torch? Depends. Is an orc doing the counting? What is green and hops and sizzles on lava? An orc acrobat. If a wood elf mime falls in a forest, who cares? If you drop a Khajiit headfirst from a great height, will it land on its feet? Not if you cut off the feet first. Oh, where is this man? I'm going to kill him. Hey. You know what? I'm gonna leave this out here. These guys don't know how to read anyway. Let's see. Short history of Morrowind. Oh, that's a little agonizing. I just read so much shit. I'm gonna leave that in my, You know what? Let's do a new save. It's been a minute. And let's go a level up. Whoa! Oh, my first dream! You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall one part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as though through a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips moved. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath. Your tongue fluttered in vain. Okay, that's very normal. What a good day that was. Intelligence. Okay. You know what? This seems like a good one. I'm smart. How's this? Yeah, finally I'm catching up. Okay. Let's put some of this stuff away. This might be a good place to kind of quit for the day. Okay. I don't want to give this back to Cosatus yet because I want to remember. I am not going to remember any of these. Okay, I'm going to write this down, actually. I'm going to write this down because I will forget. I'm an old jerk. Okay, well, this is not the place to write it down, though. Wrong journal. I have a million journals. And apparently misplaced the notepad that I write in. Oh no. You know what? Come here, wrong journal. Write in you. Figure it out. Where'd I put it? How annoying. Okay. The War of the First Council. Saint Nerevar. Nerevar Moon and Star. And the real Nerevar. This is, I wrote on a napkin. Perfect. Where's my notepad? Where did I put it? It's so cute too. It's Clank's the Kiss. Anyway, it doesn't totally matter. Get over here. Okay, I'm gonna give this back to Nerevar, excuse me, to Caius, and complete that for him, and I will read both of these. I guess, what's this? The Battle of Molag Baron, Dunmer Traditional Ballad. Did you come to hide from war, or come to herd the Gwar, or were you with the house guard at the Battle of Molag Baron? For I was there and fought and cried and tasted blood and thunder. I stood in line with mace and shield as Dunmer clan slew Dunmer. The guard of House Retharan were bright arrayed for battle. They came in pride in columns wide, but ran like frightened cattle. We stood our ground on Todder's banks, then turned their flanks and rolled them. The field was bright with cousin's blood, spilled by doughty Drenim. We lost some gallant gentlemen from ranks of brave House Drenham, and many a wandering widow weeps on the hills of Molag Baron. Some fell for wrong, some fell for right, and all for the colours wearin', and many bade the world good night at the Battle of Molag Baron. Okay, that was interesting, but I don't know what Molag Baron is. Anyway, let's put this in my wonderful chest. Gonna head out, friend, have a headache, and I think I should take a short walk around the block. Take care, I'll try and answer your questions on the Court of Dis. Yay! Thank you, friend, I really appreciate it. Tell me more about Thala so that I can do her justice. I thank thee. I'm probably gonna head out myself soon. You know what, I'll read a little bit of this since you're gonna head out. It's probably not something that... I have now read the first book of this and the 6th book of this, so this should be weird. You know what, maybe I'll read this some other time, because it just kind of hurts. Let's deliver this to, what's his face? Caius, Sugar Daddy, we began the stream with you and ended it. I'm a fine one? That's not usually what they say. Beep. Okay, where am I going? To Caius. Caius is across the street. I smell some chicken. I'm gonna go eat some chicken. No one can stop me from eating chicken.
You may speak. Go ahead, Outlander.
None of you matter, because I am going to eat chicken. Do any of you bitches have the shit I need? Drain Thelis Storage. Wait, where's this guy? This is his house, right? Yeah. I'm very close. Every time I'm close. But then I always forget. No! He does not live in a guard tower. Why would you put him there? Why am I so bad at this? It's behind this man's house. Okay, it's Crusaders.
If I can be of any assistance, I'll be happy to help.
These notes are from Hasfat and Tablus. Excellent. I trust he didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later, but now I have some new orders from you. I've glanced at Hasfat and Tablus's notes. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Nerevarine cult. Hop on over to the Balmora Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Get Sharngra Musgob to tell you what she knows about the Nerevarine. She'll have some silly errand for you. Do what she asks, and report back when she's given you the information. Very smart for an orc. You guys suck. An unhealthy interest in the dark arts, perhaps, but very smart. She's always worried that the temple will bust in and stick her in a fire. And worried with good reason. Oh. Rude. Disturbing dreams. You're worrying me, mud on her face. You're not going loopy on me, are you? A word of advice. In Morrowind, if you have disturbing dreams, the temple says you are crazy, and they want to lock you up. And if you have disturbing dreams and think they mean something, then the temple thinks you're a prophet or a witch, and they want to lock you up. So take my advice and keep a lid on it. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the help. Okay. I don't know where your other shit is. You have the War of the First Council! Because you bought it! This account by the Imperial scholar Agrippa Fundilius is based on various Imperial and Dunmer sources and written for Western readers. I read this, actually. Dagoth and the Orthodox. This is my question, though. What does Orthodox mean pre-tribunal? Does it mean that they were just worshipping the dead and the Daedra? That's what I'm guessing. Okay. They didn't like the Dwemer very much. And they were not part of the Chimer, apparently. So there were Chimer, and there were Dwemer, and then there were Dunmer. I guess. It sounds like wood elves were just hung out with people so much until they became more people-colored and short. So it's like Bosmer and the only difference between Bosmer and Bretons are just like ears. I'm guessing this. Alright, this is just from what I've read and I might not be right. Okay. Aided by Nords and Orcs. So this gets even weirder. So that lady, that bookseller, she had all of her books followed a theme. And they were Nords and Orcs. And then a weird combination of like Trinimac's influence on the Orcs. Or the Dunmer. Or both. Okay. So that's this one. Wait. Okay. My brother in Christ, where are all of your books? No, okay, if you want some, I'll bring you some moon sugar, but give me your books. Give me your fucking books. Give me your fucking books. You only have one fucking book. And I have books that have nothing to do with anything, except for A Short History of Morrowind by Jeanette Sitt. City. See. You know what, since there's nobody listening, I'm going to go ahead and read this. A Short History of Morrowind by Jeanette Sitt, from the introduction, led by the legendary prophet Veloth. Okay, so here's where the Velothi come from. The ancestors of the Dunmer. Exiles from Altmer cultures and present-day Somerset Isle came to the region of Morrowind. So, the Altmer supposedly came from the Chimer. The Dunmer are recorded as fleeing the Altmer, the Chimer, in various ways. Okay, so that makes sense if the Altmer were being, like, conflated with the Chimer, who are also golden skins, so that's interesting, came to the region of Morrowind. In earliest times, the Dunmer were harassed or dominated by Nord Sea raiders. When the scattered Dunmer tribes consolidated into the predecessors of the modern Great House clans, they threw out the Nord oppressors and successfully resisted further incursions. The ancient ancestor worship of the tribes was in time superseded by the monolithic tribunal temple theocracy, and the Dunmer grew into a great nation called Resdayn. Resdayn was the last of the provinces to submit to Tiber Septim. Like Black Marsh, it was never successfully invaded and was peacefully incorporated by treaty into the Empire as the province of Morrowind. Almost 4 centuries after the coming of the Imperial Legions, Morrowind is still occupied by Imperial Legions with a figurehead Imperial King, though the Empire has reserved most functions of the traditional local government to the ruling councils of the 5 great houses. On Vardenfell District. So we're saying that at the beginning, this is from the beginning of the Third Era, essentially. So that's neat. I should probably look that up. In 3E414, Vardenfell territory, previously a temple preserve under Imperial protection, was reorganized as an Imperial provincial district. Vardenfell had been maintained as a preserve administered by the Temple since the Treaty of the Armistice, and except for a few great house settlements sanctioned by the Temple, Vardenfell was previously uninhabited and undeveloped. But when the centuries-old Temple ban on trade and settlement of Vardenfell was revoked by King of Morrowind, a flood of imperial colonists and Great House Dunmer came to Vardenfell, expanding old settlements and building new ones. Okay, alright. I'm trying to, keep this. I have read so much tonight, my brain is just soup. The new district was divided into Redoran, Hlalu, Telvanni, and Temple districts, each separately administered by local house councils or temple priesthoods, and all under the advice and consent of Duke Dren and the district council in Ebonheart. Local law became a mixture of house law and imperial law in house districts, jointly enforced by house guards and legion guards, with temple law and imperial law enforced in the temple district by ordinators. The temple was still recognized as the majority religion, but worship of the Nine Divines was protected by the legions and encouraged by imperial cult missions. The temple district included the city of Vivec, the fortress of Ghostgate, and all sacred and profane sites, including those blighted areas inside the Ghost Fence, and all unsettled and wilderness areas on Vardenfell. In practice, this district included all parts of Vardenfell not claimed for Redoran, Hlalu, or Telvanni districts. So kind of like how in the United States there's common land. The Temple stubbornly fought all development in their district and were largely successful. Okay. That sounds about right. House Hlalu, in combination with imperial colonists, embarked on a vigorous campaign of settlement and development. In the decades after reorganization, Balmora and the Ascadian Isles regions have grown steadily. Caldera and Pelagiad are completely new settlements, and all legion forts were expanded to accommodate larger garrisons. House Telvanni, normally conservative and isolationist, has been surprisingly aggressive in expanding beyond their traditional tower villages. Disregarding the protests of the other houses, the Temple, the Duke, and the District Council, Telvanni pioneers have been encroaching on the wild lands reserved to the Temple. The Telvanni Council officially disavows responsibility for these rogue Telvanni settlements, but it is an open secret that they are encouraged and supported by ambitious Telvanni mage lords. Wow, what a bunch of friends. Under pressure from the Temple, conservative House Redoran has steadfastly resisted expansion in their district. As a result, House Redoran and the Temple are in danger of being politically and economically marginalized by the more aggressive and expansionist Hlalu and Telvanni interests. You can see how Hlalu would shake hands with the Imperial administration, use them as a part of their power play. The Imperial administration faces many challenges in the Vardenfell district, but the most serious are the Great House rivalries, animosity from the Ashlander nomads, who nobody seems to talk about unless it's about how annoying they are, internal conflicts within the Temple itself and the Red Mountain Blight, struggles between Great House, Temple, and Imperial interests to control Vardenfell's resources could at any time erupt into full-scale war. Ashlanders raid settlements, plunder caravans, and kill foreigners on their wild lands. The Temple has unsuccessfully attempted to silence criticism and calls for reform within its ranks. But most serious are the plagues and diseased hosts produced by the blight storm sweeping out from Red Mountain. Vardenfell and all Morrowind have long been menaced by the legendary evils of Dagoth and his ash vampire kin dwelling beneath Red Mountain. Again, Dagoth, that comes from probably Dagon, which was a god of the Philistines. Is a way to denote something of primeval age, or the first of its kind. So it's a really special name he's got there. For centuries, the Temple has contained this threat within the Ghost Fence, but recently the Temple's resources and will have faltered, and the threat from Red Mountain has grown in scale and intensity. If the Ghost Fence should fail and hosts of blighted monsters were to spill out across Vardenfell's towns and villages, the Empire might have no choice but to evacuate Vardenfell district and abandon it to disease and corruption, which would be hilarious. Okay, I read it. Now let's read about Scotty Decimus. Out of order. A Dance in Fire, Chapter 4 by Juan Jarth. 18 Buzzmary and 1 Cyrodiilic, former senior clerk for an Imperial Building Commission, trudged through the jungle westward from the Xylo River to the... I started thinking about Kylo Ren. That has nothing to do with... I mean, it's not even slightly related. To the ancient village of Vindisi. For Decimus Scotti, the jungle was hostile, unfamiliar ground. The enormous vermiculated trees filled the bright morning with darkness and resembled nothing so much as grasping claws, bent on impeding their progress. Even the fronds of the low plants quivered with malevolent energy. What was worse, he was not alone in his anxiety. His fellow travelers, the natives who had survived the KHT attacks on the villages of Granos and Athe, wore faces of undisguised fear. There was something sentient in the jungle, and not merely the mad but benevolent indigenous spirits. In his peripheral vision, Scotti could see the shadows of the KHT following the refugees, leaping from tree to tree. When he turned to face them, the lithe forms vanished into the gloom as if they had never been there. But he knew he had seen them, and the Bosmeri saw them too, and quickened their pace. After 18 hours, bitten raw by insects, scratched by 1,000 thorns, they emerged into a valley clearing. It was night, but a row of blazing torches greeted them, illuminating the leather-wrought tents and jumbled stones of the hamlet of Vindisi. At the end of the valley, the torches marked a sacred site, a gnarled bower of trees pressed close together to form a temple. Wordlessly, the Bosmeri walked the torch arcade toward the trees. Scotti followed them. When they reached the solid mass of living wood with only one gaping portal, Scotti could see a dim blue light glowing within. A low sonorous moan from 100 voices echoed within. The Bosmeri maiden he had been following held out her hand, stopping him. "You do not understand, but no outsider, not even a friend, may enter," she said. "This is a holy place." Scotti nodded and watched the refugees march into the temple, heads bowed. Their voices joined with the ones within. When the last wood elf had gone inside, Scotti turned his attention back to the village. There must be food to be had somewhere. A tendril of smoke and a faint whiff of roasting venison beyond the torchlight led him. They were 5 Cyrodiils, 2 Bretons, and a Nord. The group gathered around a campfire of glowing white stones, pulling steaming strips of meat from the cadaver of a great stag. At Scotty's approach, they rose up, all but the Nord, who was distracted by his hunk of animal flesh. Damn. "Good evening. Sorry to interrupt, but I was wondering if I might have a little something to eat. I'm afraid I'm rather hungry after walking all day with some refugees from Granos and Athe." They bade him to sit down and eat, and introduced themselves. "So the war's back on, it seems," said Scotti amiably. "Best thing for these effete do-nothings," replied the Nord in between bites. "I've never seen such a lazy culture. Now they've got the KHT striking them on land and the High Elves at sea. If there's any province that deserves a little distress, it's damnable Valenwood." "Damn, bro! I don't see how they're so offensive to you," laughed one of the Bretons. "They're congenital thieves, even worse than the KHT, because they are so blessed meek in their aggression." The Nord spat out a gob of fat, which sizzled on the hot stones of the fire. Ow! Ow! They spread their... I can see what they mean about having powerful tongues. They spread their forests into territory that doesn't belong to them, slowly infiltrating their neighbors, and they're puzzled when elsewhere shoves back at them. They're all villains of the worst order. "What are you doing here?" asked Scotti. Good question. "I'm a diplomat from the court of Gehenna," muttered the Nord, returning to his food. What a diplomat, too. Oh, that's a seasoned tongue right there. "What about you? What are you doing here?" asked one of the Cyrodiils. "I work for Lord Atreus's building commission in the Imperial City," said Scotti. "One of my former colleagues suggested that I come down to Valenwood. He said the war was over and I could contract a great deal of business for my firm, rebuilding what was lost. One disaster after another and I've lost all my money. I'm in the middle of a rekindling of war and I cannot find my former colleague." "Your former colleague," murmured another of the Cyrodiils, who had introduced himself as Regulus. "He wasn't by any chance named Leodes Juris, was he? You know him?" "He lured me down to Valenwood in nearly the exact same circumstances," smiled Regulus grimly. "I worked for your employer's competitor, Lord Vanek's men, where Leodes Juris also formerly worked. He wrote to me asking that I represent an Imperial Building Commission and contract some post-war reconstruction. I had just been released from my employment, and I thought that if I brought some new business, I could have my job back. Juris and I met in Athe, and he said he was going to arrange a very lucrative meeting with the Sylvanar. Scotty was stunned. Where is he now? I'm no theologian, so I couldn't say, Regulus shrugged. He's dead. When the Khajiit attacked Athe, they began by torching the harbor where Juris was readying his boat. Or, I should say, my boat, since it was purchased with the gold I brought. By the time we were even aware of what was happening enough to flee, everything by the water was ash. The Khajiit may be animals, but they know how to arrange an attack. I think they followed us through the jungle to Vindisi, said Scotty nervously. There was definitely a group of something jumping among the treetops. Probably one of the monkey folk, snorted the Nord. Nothing to be concerned about. When we first came to Vindisi and the Bosmeri all entered that tree, they were furious, whispering something about unleashing an ancient terror on their enemies, the Breton shivered, remembering. They've been there ever since, for over a day and a half now. If you want something to be afraid of, that's the direction to look. The other Breton, who was representative of the Daggerfall Mages Guild, was staring off into the darkness while his fellow provincial spoke. Maybe. But there's something in the jungle too, right on the edge of the village, looking in. More refugees, maybe? Asked Scotty, trying to keep the alarm out of his voice. Not unless they're traveling through the trees now, whispered the wizard. The Nord and one of the Cyrodiils grabbed a long tarp of wet leather and pulled it across the fire, instantly extinguishing it without so much as a sizzle. Now Scotty could see the intruders, their elliptical yellow eyes and long cruel blades catching the torchlight. He froze with fear, praying that he too was not so visible to them. He felt something bump against his back and gasped. Regulus's voice hissed up from above. Be quiet for Mara's sake and climb up here. Scotty grabbed hold of the knotted double vine that hung down from a tall tree at the edge of the dead campfire. He scrambled up it as quickly as he could, holding his breath lest any grunt of exertion escape him. At the top of the vine, high above the village, was an abandoned nest from some great bird in a trident-shaped branch. As soon as Scotty had pulled himself into the soft, fragrant straw, Regulus pulled up the vine. No one else was there, and when Scotty looked down, he could see no one below. No one, that is, except the Khajiit, slowly moving toward the glow of the temple tree. Rest in pieces. Thank you, whispered Scotty, deeply touched that a competitor had helped him. He turned away from the village and saw the tree's upper branches brushed against the mossy rock walls that surrounded the valley below. How are you at climbing? You're mad, said Regulus under his breath. We should stay here until they leave. If they burn Vindisi like they did Athe and Granos, we'll be dead sure as if we were on the ground. Scotty began the slow, careful climb up the tree, testing each branch. Can you see what they're doing? I can't really tell. Regulus stared down into the gloom. They're at the front of the temple. I think they also have, it looks like long ropes trailing off behind them, off into the pass. Uh-oh. I smell explosions. Scotty's crawled onto the strongest branch that pointed toward the wet, rocky face of the cliff. It was not a far jump, after all. So close, in fact, that he could smell the moisture and feel the coolness of the stone. But it was a jump nevertheless, and in his history as a clerk, he had never before leapt from a tree 100 feet off the ground to a sheer rock. He pictured in his mind's eye the shadows that had pursued him through the jungle from the heights above, how their legs coiled to spring, how their arms snapped forward in an elegant, fluid motion to grasp. He leapt. His hands grappled for rock, but long, thick cords of moss were more accessible. Yeah, this is going to be the last book I read tonight. He held hard, but when he tried to plant his feet forward, they slipped up skyward. For a few seconds, he found himself upside down before he managed to pull himself into a more conventional position. There was a narrow outcropping jutting... I can't talk anymore. There was a narrow outcropping jutting out of the cliff where he could stand and finally exhale. Regulus, Scotty did not dare to call out. In a minute, there was a shaking of branches, and Lord Vannick's man emerged. First his satchel, then his head, then the rest of him. Scotty... For a second I was worried maybe he got chopped up. Scotty started to whisper something, but Regulus shook his head violently and pointed downward. One of the Khajiit was at the base of the tree, peering at the remains of the campfire. Regulus awkwardly tried to balance himself on the branch, but as strong as it was exceedingly difficult with only one free hand. Scotty cupped his palms and then pointed at the satchel. It seemed to pain Regulus to let it out of his grasp, but he relented and tossed it to Scotty. There was a small, almost invisible hole in the bag, and when Scotty caught it, a single gold coin dropped out. It rang as it bounced against the rock wall on the descent, a high, soft sound that seemed like the loudest alarm Scotty had ever heard. Then many things happened very quickly. The cafe rat at the base of the tree looked up and gave a loud wail. The other Khajiit followed in chorus as the cat below crouched down and then sprung up into the lower branches. Regulus saw it below him, climbing up with impossible dexterity, and panicked. Even before he jumped, Scotty could tell that he was going to fall. With a cry, Regulus the cleric plunged to the ground, breaking his neck on impact. A flash of white fire erupted from every crevice of the temple, and the moan of the Bosmeri prayer changed into something terrible and otherworldly. The climbing Cathay rat stopped and stared. Kiergo, it gasped. The wild hunt. Nani? It was as if a crack in reality had opened wide. A flood of horrific beasts, tentacled toads, insects of armor and spine, gelatinous serpents, vaporous beings with the faces of gods, all poured forth from the great hollow tree, blind with fury. They tore the Khajiit in front of the temple to pieces. All the other cats fled for the jungle, but as they did so, they began pulling on the ropes they carried. In a few seconds' time, the entire village of Vindisi was boiling with lunatic apparitions of the wild hunt. Over the babbling, barking, howling horde, Scotty heard the Cyrodiils in hiding cry out as they were devoured. The Nord, too, was found and eaten, and both Bretons. The wizard had turned himself invisible, but the swarm did not rely on their sight. The tree the Cathay rat was in began to sway and rock from the impossible violence beneath it. Scotty looked at the Khajiit's fear-struck eyes and held out one of the cords of moss. The cat's face showed its pitiful gratitude as it leapt for the vine. It didn't have time to entirely replace that expression when Scotty pulled back the cord and watched it fall. The hunt consumed it to the bone before it struck the ground. Oh, girl. You could have had a good new friend. Well, maybe? I don't know. Scotty's own jump to the next outcropping of rock was immeasurably more successful. From there, he pulled himself to the top of the cliff and was able to look down into the chaos that had been the village of Vindisi. The hunt's mass had grown and began to spill out through the valley, pursuing the fleeing Khajiit. It was then that the madness truly began? In the moon's light from Scotty's vantage, he could see where the Khajiit had attached their ropes. With a thunderous boom, an avalanche of boulders poured over the pass. When the dust cleared, he saw that the valley had been sealed. The wild hunt had nowhere to turn but on itself. Oh no. Scotty turned his head, unable to bear to look at the cannibalistic orgy. The night jungle stood before him, a web of wood. He slung Regulus' satchel over his shoulder and entered. Holy hell, that's a good one. I'm keeping it. Hey, Caius. She didn't have any of the books. She sucks. I'm leaving. I'm gonna go back to my house. And let's see. There are some things I need to do for that one mage. You know what? I don't need to go anywhere if I don't want to. Well, I have to go to the Mages Guild and prepare myself to be teleported at some point. Because it's in Molag Amur, right? Yeah, the Mages Guild is the best choice, actually. Yo, yo, yo.
And what is your business here?
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, Outlander.
I know that that's not how you be. Margan, okay. I'm getting out of here. Can you send me to Margan? Hey, lady. No interruptions. How many times? Oh, you are one of Caius's associates? That is a different matter. Caius and I have a very satisfactory arrangement, and I'm sure we can come to some sort of agreement if you will complete a little errand for me. Did you know that he thinks that you are uniquely intelligent, but he still talks about you like you're an animal? The errand then is very simple. I need the skull of Laville Andrano. You'll find it in the Andrano ancestral tomb. But take care not to upset the natives. The Dunmer have some peculiar primitive prejudices against necromancy and take grave objection, nice, to unauthorized tomb visits. He was no one special, a journeyman enchanter. There may be many skulls in Andrano tomb, but you'll have no problem recognizing Laville's skull from the ritual markings. The tomb is south of Pelagiad, just off the road, just before you reach the fork where the road goes southwest towards Saint-Denis and southeast to Vivec. You may need an enchanted blade. Some spirits are immune to normal weapons. Here, take this old short sword, and maybe these old scrolls will come in handy. Okay. In the Empire, necromancy is a legitimate discipline, though body and spirit are protected property and may not be used without permission of the owner. But in Morrowind, the Dunmer loathe necromancers and put them to death. That's absurd, of course, since the Dunmer summon their own dead to guard tombs and defend the family. Sacred necromancy is righteous, while philosophical necromancy is evil. It's primitive superstition, that's all. Okay. What are your spells? Okay. I'm gonna sell you something, because I have, like, some dispel for no reason. Take it from me, please, lady. Take my shit. Take it away. Oh, I should buy some magic replacing shit. Oh yeah, take this away. I hear it's totally worthless. Do you have any... No.
Such good company.
Yeah. I am very good company. I'm especially good company... Oh, shit, I should have set down my books. I think I should start selling books, except then I won't be able to find them again. I'll drop off my books real fast.
I'm there.
Before I travel the universe.
I greet
See,
you
this is how
as a
the older
friend.
scrolls do. Oh. Well, I don't. I don't know who you are.
What can I help you with?
Okay, this is important. Yeah, when I head back, I'll... Wait. No, I'm selling that. I don't need that. Hey, lad.
What
You're a
can I
lot
help
more
you with?
refined than most tourists I've met. I like that.
Oh, thanks. I'm pretty great. Well, you're a very nice man. But, let's see, Sujama and Maste. I'll carry my liquor. I'll drink it, just for no reason. Just for getting through Andrano, probably.
I greet you as a
God!
friend.
Okay, I'm leaving, actually. I'm gonna head toward... I remember Andrano. I do. And then there's this other skull from the Mentor's Tomb. Mentor's Ring's tomb. And Margon. Oh, man, I'm all just completely... Okay, this is enough. This is enough. I have done enough, and now I'm going to save.
Ah, yes. What is it?
Hello, Marsh sister. I love that I can look through your ear into your brain. Come here. Very pink. Very pink in there. Come here. No. Why are you so fast?
Go ahead, Outlander. Speak.
I love your hair. It's beautiful. Let me touch. No! Why do you always run from me? What a lonely day. She'll never get close to me, guys. It's really very sad. Well, that's it for me. I do hope you guys have a nice evening. I'm gonna have a nice evening, I think. Gonna go find some chicken and eat it. As is proper. Also proper, Morrowind has crashed. Would it be an Elder Scrolls game if it didn't do that? It can't even freaking exit without flipping out. Oh well. See you on the flip side, my friends. There will be more books to read and more practice for my voice box. I'll get some nice tea.